everybody. My name is Charles Blades, and this is episode 81 of the Current Gaming Podcast. I am joined by none other than the magnanimous Aaron Weeks. How's it going, buddy?
It's good, man. We've been on a long hiatus, and now we're
on a little holiday hiatus.
back.
Hiatus. You know what I'm
Hiatus.
saying? So the situation with the fucking roommates has, or not roommates, the fucking neighbors has resolved?
So here's what happened. The leasing office actually talked to them, like met with them, and was like, yo, you gotta stop fucking real loud in the middle of the night. And they were like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed, like, I'll apologize to them if we ever meet them, is what they told us at the leasing office. Well, now what they do is they fight in the middle of the night and fuck during the day. So at least they're not waking us up.
Their schedule around.
As you do, you know.
So they're not waking us up with their fucking. They're waking us up by screaming, "Fuck you, you're an asshole." And
Sounds like the
fucking
honeymoon
during the
phase
day.
is over. Well,
Yeah,
It
so-
sounds like a real healthy couple. I got
They've got a lot of passion. I'll give them that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot going on up there.
I'm also joined by none other than no, because I always do David last. Making her illustrious return to the podcast, Cheyenne Clark. How's it going?
I was wondering when you'd mentioned that I was back.
Yes, well, I always do Aaron first, and I always do David last. That's the only order I ever go in.
Okay, well,
So,
here I am.
Cheyenne has returned. How was your break? You did school. That was fun.
Yeah, I did school. I graduated. I
Yeah,
bought a
that's fun.
car. I'm getting a job. I'm
Oh,
a
that's-
whole ass adult now.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
And then the government shutdown's not going to let us get our tax returns in like a month. David Morgan, how's it going, buddy?
it's going good. I was wondering how you shoehorn that one in there today.
Yeah, I didn't really know. I just thought of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm ready to talk about some retrospective video game news.
2018 games.
Looking into next year.
Looking into next year. But before we do that, I thought we'd talk about some of the biggest news stories from the year. I have a list of stuff that I'm just going to read through and see what you guys think of them. You know what I'm saying? And we can reminisce on the good old times. Good old times of when there was a shooting at a Madden tournament. You guys remember that? That was terrible.
I do remember that. Did nothing really, like, we didn't learn any really insightful...
No, just nothing ever happened.
Just ignored. Moving on.
They had a stream for charity or something like that the week after. But I'm pretty sure
did they learn why he did
ESPN
it?
reported on that. That's crazy.
No. I just think he lost and he sucked at Madden. So
okay.
Shot a bunch of people.
Well, he went in there with a gun though, right? So like he was.
Yeah, I think he lost, went and got a gun, came back and shot people.
Oh, he left and came back. I thought he just did it there.
Yeah, or I don't know if he lost that specific tournament or he lost the qualifiers to that tournament, so he went.
And then went there and
So it's not he sucked, and so he was a pussy and killed people. Next up on this thing, I have
delicate analysis from Charlie.
I mean, you are. If you kill people, you're a pussy for the most part. Like, I mean, there's some people you can kill, but like if you kill innocent people, you're a pussy.
Yeah. Okay.
We have on here IGN plagiarism. If you guys remember from earlier,
I do. That man.
Philip
was
Mewson.
What's he up
This
to,
is fun.
dude?
It's fun to do this.
That was a blast from the past.
Who knows what fucking Philip Mewson is up to after he got
Not
called
writing.
out for plagiarizing a bunch of not writing.
Let me look him up. You said that he would definitely have a successful YouTube channel by the end of the year.
I don't think
didn't
he
say by
posted
the end of the
anything.
year. I don't know if I said by the end of the year,
would.
but I definitely think I said that he was going to be like a alt-right
I don't want to see
Gamergate or
Yang
something.
Ye. Jesus Christ. Let's check out his Twitter. I'll see what he's up to.
Is he still tweeting?
He's got a bunch of followers.
Yeah, he worked at
No, he hasn't.
He
He
hasn't
hasn't
tweeted
tweeted
since
since August 3rd.
All right, yeah, that's probably when that
That was a
happened.
retweet.
Yep.
We have another story in here. Quantic Dream sues the press after two French outlets reported about toxic work conditions at their studio.
Yeah.
What did you guys remember that? When
I remember that.
David Cage was going around calling himself the Sun God. Do you remember that?
The
was
Sun
like
God.
a fun little thing throughout the year. We also have on here. I'm just getting all the bad stuff out so we can. I mean, it's mostly bad stuff. So keep it up.
That's what the news is.
ArenaNet hung one of their developers out to dry when they fired them for calling some people in their community pussy.
There's been so many controversies.
Remember that? That was a good
So,
one.
quick update on Philip Mewson. He's still uploading videos on YouTube, but his latest review,
I couldn't find his channel.
Warframe on Switch, has 1,500 dislikes and 400 likes. So
Hey, man.
Yeah.
he is not a successful
He's
YouTuber,
just
but also
gotta-
has 10,000 views. So
He's just got to go to the Joe Rogan podcast, talk about how he was censored by the left wing media, and then he'll get it right.
wait,
back
is
going.
what is Joe Rogan's angle? Is he a right wing
He's like-
podcast boy?
He's like the entry level like alt right podcast.
Oh no! I
That
see
is
him
what
all the
Joe
time on
Rogan-
like trending, and I almost clicked it
Oh,
once
it's
out of
fucking
curiosity.
terrible.
Don't
Dude,
do
Joe
it.
Rogan's the worst person in the United States currently.
All right.
In the
That was
United
good.
States, damn.
Some other things on here. Riot Games had a bit of a controversy thing when they had talked about how their
Yeah.
workplace was
A
just bad.
bit
for
of a
women.
controversy
Just a
thing.
bit.
That I don't have like a cheat sheet on here. I just have like headlines, so it just said Riot Games. So I had to
Yeah.
call myself off the top of my head. And then I think this is the last bad one, right? Oh no, there's two more bad ones.
Two more bad ones.
Number
Mostly
one
bad
being
ones.
Telltale closing down out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
was
that's
weird.
a pretty bad one.
Yeah. And then Rockstar's Crunch. But those are more recent stuff. So moving on to the good wholesome content was that this year in 2018, this one more like by its death by a thousand cuts. Loot boxes have kind of died for the most part, I feel like. After the Star Wars stuff at the end of last year, and then all the like legislation and stuff in various countries, and talking about getting members of Congress involved, they have kind of gone by the wayside. I feel like they've been way less of a story this year.
Yeah, I really haven't. You haven't seen any major developers
Bubbles.
release any with
Yeah.
loot boxes at all this year,
Yeah.
or
So
late
it's
this year. So that's good.
Very, very interesting. Going forward, this might be a big thing. Microsoft bought 5 developers over the course of the year. Bought or founded new developers over the course of the year, including
Yeah.
the team that made what's the fucking game? I really liked it. Hellblade, Ninja Theory,
Oh, yeah.
or
Yeah.
Ninja
Yeah.
Ninja Theory. Yeah. No, is it Ninja Theory or Ninja something else?
Ninja
Yes.
Theory.
It's not Team
Hellblade is
Ninja.
on Game Pass
Team
now, too.
Ninja. Okay, yeah, and it's on Game Pass, along with a bunch of other studios, and as well as founded a new one. So hopefully that means we see more cool first-party stuff from them in the future. Do you guys
We
remember
haven't
the-
seen what that yielded yet, because Obsidian's Outer Wilds game, or was it?
Yeah,
not
Obsidian.
Something
Not
like
Outer
that, yeah.
Wilds.
I know what you're saying.
Obsidian.
Outer Lands.
Yeah, Outer Lands. That was before the contract, so that is
That'll
probably
be on
going to
everything.
come to PS4. Yeah, because that was
Or maybe
part of
just
the deal.
PC. I don't know.
No, it's coming. I think it's coming to PS4.
Oh, did they
or at
already
least
announce
it's not
it?
going to be on Windows 10 PC. It's on Steam. So.
Okay, I see. Do you guys remember the Smash announcement? Do you remember how Smash got revealed?
Yeah, it was really
The split or the
Splatoon.
Inkling thing, right?
Oh, okay. Well, you guys remember?
Oh yeah, it was
I still go
encouraging.
watch
fun.
those reaction
it was fun.
compilations.
The reaction compilations of people at GameStop watching it and shit. It was really fun.
Yep.
Then I have on here streaming. Google launched their new streaming thing on browser, and Microsoft has been rumored to be working on the streaming Xbox One. I thought that was interesting. And then 2 PlayStation 1s. Sony is skipping E3 next year. That's big news. And then crossplay. And then last but not least, Fortnite had a bunch of moments throughout the year, but I think the biggest thing was when Drake streamed Fortnite with Ninja.
Also, Sony didn't have a PSX this year.
It was really weird. Yeah, that too. But yeah, I don't know. That was the news for the year. I thought that would be fun to like breeze through a bunch of.
It makes the year feel less like it flew by in a flash.
Yeah.
So that
It's
that
like,
helps
damn,
to
that
look
felt
back.
like
Yeah.
forever ago.
Yeah.
So you get to feel all the old stuff. That brings us to all right. So there's 2 things I want to do here. I want to talk about podcast stats. So since the start of 2018, we have done what's 34 minus 81. What is that? Or 81 minus.
A negative number.
Yeah.
What is 81 minus 34?
47.
We have done 47 episodes of the Current Gaming Podcast, including a new layout that we got on February 11th. That was when we talked about Monster Hunter. And then on May 13th, we had our 1-year anniversary of the channel. We did a God of War spoiler cast. That was fun.
Yeah.
That
You guys
was
remember
fun.
I
And
do.
then-
God of War was fun, man.
And then
Good.
a big thing on September 30th was the first episode where Aaron had moved to Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Pretty sure the
done-
camera was, like, on my face, dude. It was
done
really
it,
weird.
done
That
it
was a
from
weird
Columbus.
time. I was like filming at my mom's place because I was moving.
Oh,
and
yeah, it was the whole
was
thing,
in,
yeah.
like,
I
I was
Yeah.
standing
kitchen.
in there at our, like, kitchen
Yeah, when you came
island
over
thing.
to do it one time, it was the whole thing. We had to like wear headphones. It was the whole thing. We also missed our first episode on October 21st, as well as 3 more during the holidays. We actually missed
hiatus, dude.
We actually missed one on September 24th, but that was the one that like it's the only episode we ever not like had.
Didn't it just get fucked? Like
yeah, it got fucked. There was no audio for it.
Oh yeah.
So that brings us to who? None of you guys have this page open right now. I can see.
No, I don't.
Who do we think has the most podcast appearances?
David, probably,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, bitch. Rah, rah.
Well, I mean,
but then
I wasn't including you.
next up, who do we think it is?
David, probably.
David.
I think.
David, yeah.
On
David has
all of
missed
them, yeah.
5 episodes so far. And then next is the real.
It would have to be me, right?
You think it's Aaron?
It has to be.
Aaron is third. He passed Cheyenne 3 weeks ago
Oh,
at
okay.
56, and she has 51.
That's so
That
unfair.
makes
She
sense.
was gone.
And then Cheyenne, you missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A lot.
You missed 13 episodes during the course of the year.
I don't know how mine's so low. I don't feel like I missed that many. I guess I did.
Because you have a huge gap at the very beginning and then in the middle. And then last but not least, Drew, who hasn't been on the show
He is a guest.
Yeah.
since September 16th, hit us with a nice round 35. So that's some podcast stats for you.
I like how you
thought that was fun.
distinctly
Caleb was
left
on
out.
one too, but that was the one that we lost, right?
Which one?
The one that Caleb was on.
What one?
That was
That's
the
the
one
one that
we
we
were
lost.
talking about
That was
God of
one of the
War.
ones we
He was on
lost.
that.
That was
Was
last year, though.
I don't know
Yeah.
if Drew was on there. I can tell you if Drew was on it.
I think he
No,
was.
Caleb.
That was
Caleb.
definitely last
Yeah.
year. Yeah,
Okay.
Caleb was on it. Oh, were you talking about guests? The only guest we've had so far is Cheyenne. My Cheyenne.
Yeah.
I don't
believe.
think I was on that one.
Yeah, you weren't on that one. We talked about lost.
Yeah, it was.
Isn't that the one we lost though? Is what I'm saying. The one that Caleb, one of the ones that Caleb was on.
The one that Caleb was on was the one we lost, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So we still technically only ever had one guest on the show. So, yep.
I swore
that's it.
Caleb was on the God of War episode.
No,
He was not.
he was
All right.
not.
Okay.
The God of War episode, honestly, now that I'm looking at it, let me make sure. No. The God of War episode was the last episode that we were all here together, all 5 of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Your Red Room.
if that interests anyone. Okay, so that's some podcast stats. So we're not going to predict anything this year, but I thought I'd read our 2018 predictions if you guys cared.
Oh yeah, that'd be
yeah.
fun. I forgot we did that.
So, yeah, this is why I think the prediction stuff is fun, because like you get to do it at the end of the year and forget all about them. So my predictions, you guys tell me. I'm gonna go through them all. You tell me if they're right or wrong. I know that they're all wrong. My first prediction was Donald Trump will bring up microtransactions at some point. That didn't happen.
No, probably
Not
came
even.
close.
Surprised,
Maybe it'll
honestly.
still happen.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will get a 2018 release date and then get delayed. I don't think it got a release.
I thought
date.
that happened.
No,
it didn't get
it's
a 2018.
2019. It was always 2019.
Yeah.
It wasn't always 2019. It was probably 2012 at some point, but you know.
Gotcha.
Days Gone will flop and Sony Bend will shut down. That game just didn't even come out. Nintendo's 64 Classic will be announced. That didn't happen.
I wish, dude.
And then I knew this one was a shoo-in, and it still didn't happen. There will be a minimum of 5 AAA games that get a Battle Royale style mode.
Yeah.
We thought that was like too easy.
Battle Royale's kind
And
of.
only two of them. And
Two?
even Battlefield's not even out yet. So
Yeah,
one.
Battlefield and
Yeah.
Call of Duty are the only 2 I can think of.
Red Dead kinda.
Or
got
Call
one.
of Duty.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Red
Call
Dead
of
and
Duty's
Call of Duty.
like, without a doubt, that's real.
So you
And
got
then
2.
Battlefield, maybe Red Dead, maybe I wouldn't call Paladins a AAA game. I don't know.
No.
Battle right now, yeah.
There aren't enough AAA. There weren't even 5 AAA multiplayer games that came out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there definitely
So-
were, but
Were there?
yeah, multiplayer games. Are you serious?
Like multiplayer in the sense that it could have a battle royale at all?
Okay. I mean, do you want me to like name them off? the top of
No.
my head?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there are 5. That
I
are
mean,
even
Destiny could have
eligible.
added one.
All right.
We talked about that on one episode. You
Retroactively,
guys shit
I
down
thought
my
you
throat
meant-
when I said that.
I thought
Yeah.
you meant that
No,
They would
I
have to
meant
have
that
come
like
out.
there'd be 5
Okay.
that like get.
added. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Next up we have David, and he said Monster Hunter World will sell 5 million copies. That's correct.
That
Actually
happened.
sold 10 million. I looked it up.
Shocking.
Very
I was
nice.
surprised that was
Yeah.
true.
Switch handheld only version that did not happen.
Yeah.
Then Harry
Maybe
Potter
next year.
Go flop and bad. That
Yeah, I was
didn't
right.
happen, But no, that wasn't Harry Potter Go, was it? There's a different Harry
It's
Potter.
called
Okay,
something different,
it's
but
Harry-
it's the same thing.
Oh,
I mean,
it's the
no,
Hogwarts
it's not-
mystery.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not an AR game at all.
All right, you're right, because
Yeah.
Harry Potter Go hasn't come out yet, right?
Yeah, that's a
I
different
didn't-
game.
Damn.
Oh,
well, the
gotcha,
other one
well.
did suck.
But the
yeah.
other game did
It
suck.
was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
So-
flopped, to be totally honest. I'm pretty sure people paid a lot of
Yeah,
money
it
to
was
like
really
not
bad.
get strangled.
Ghostbusters was the only other AR game that came out.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
came out.
Okay,
Yeah.
damn, I was so
That
sure
one
I don't
flopped too. Sony will announce a half-gen console. That did not happen.
know. Okay.
You also said handheld only Switch discounted, so you just wrote the same prediction twice.
What now? Discounted? Oh,
You
I
wrote
did.
handheld only Switch discounted.
Oh well.
So-
Maybe they would announce it and then they would discount it later.
And then you
Like
said
it too.
EA will do something awesome. Lead strike against microtransactions. That did not happen.
It actually Battlefield 5 I would say did because it's releasing all of its post release content for free. There
Dead
are no
games.
microtransactions.
Dead games don't count.
That counts. That's like a half
All right,
point
EA
at
did not
least.
lead the strike against
Yeah.
microtransactions. Get the fuck out of
And
here.
I don't know if they did anything really
They tried,
awesome.
but they marketed that game so badly that everyone
All right,
hates it.
Cheyenne, you only had 3 here, but Animal
Yeah.
Crossing for Switch, we did get an announcement of that.
We
Do you want to
did.
count that? Do you want to get a
I
half point
thought
on that?
I thought I had a more specific thing
What
about
it
that, but
says
maybe
here
not.
is Animal Crossing for Switch. I'm down to give her a
Okay.
half point if you guys are down.
Half
I would
point
give
is
her.
fine
Why
by
not
me.
give her a whole point? Then we got Animal
Okay,
Crossing.
we're
on
giving
two.
her. All right, okay, fine.
Fuck yeah.
I'm getting it. All right, trailer for Cyberpunk 2077. That did happen at E3.
That did happen.
Those are easy guesses.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
We
and
hadn't
then-
seen anything about it for years.
those are
Bayonetta 1 and 2 will sell well. I don't really know how
What
we
was
can predict
that?
that.
Nix
That's
that.
what
That
you
doesn't
said.
count.
That's what you said. Will sell well. And then in
On
parentheses,
what?
David wrote 3 million. What the fuck is top 10 MPD? Oh no, you wrote that. You wrote 3 million. What the fuck is top 10 MPD? I didn't say this. David wrote top 10 MPD.
Oh, yeah.
Is what happened.
Oh yeah, and I was like, what is
I don't think
that?
it's a-
You said 3 million. There's no way to check that. I don't really know. I have no
Yeah.
idea how to look at that.
It's
So,
okay. 1
Aaron-
point is fine.
So no, you got 2. You got trailer and Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, so Aaron, last but not least, Devil May Cry 5 is all it says.
Announced. Oh yeah, because we talked about. Remember there was that rumor, or not a
Yeah,
rumor,
no,
but there was,
I'm down to give you full points if you.
it's
Oh, you
because
got that.
there was like a mobile thing, and
I
everybody's
just
like,
want-
"There's never going to be a mainline Devil May Cry because of this mobile bullshit." And I was like, "No, there's going to be a Devil May Cry."
I
5."
just wanted to point out that all it says is Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, well, that's because
Anyway.
that's
We
the
need to be
prediction
more
is there's going to be
specific
one.
next time.
Detroit Become Human, critical success, flop in sales. I would say it was
Other
medium
way
in both.
around. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, was it a critical success?
I wouldn't
It
call it.
was
I
like-
would have called critical
good, I
medium
think.
and like medium
Yeah.
in sales. I would say both.
It
for
was a
both.
good medium.
Yeah, you're not a critical success unless you got like an 87 or more.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's where
Yeah,
they're on
yeah.
the line. Random Metroid clip, but no substantial announcement. We did not get that.
None.
We did. We
Nothing.
got the no substantial announcement. part.
Yeah.
Not even a
nailed that
clip
one.
though. I figured it would
Uh,
just zoom in on like her fucking butt cheek or something, and we'd be done.
No virtual console. I don't know how you guys want to do this because there isn't technically a virtual
There's,
console.
without a
but
doubt,
there's-
not virtual console.
Yeah, I'd give it to
Yeah.
him.
I'm cool. I was down to give him a half point or full point. I was.
No virtual
And
console.
then Aaron wins the prediction game for 2018 predictions with the prediction that he made in December that God of War will be a 90 plus on Metacritic.
Oh.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
It just
There we go.
barely got there. It was just like a 91.
no, it was like a
90
94.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it wasn't 95. It went down a point. It was like a whole thing. They made
I remember you guys were like, "No, I don't think so," and I was like, "I'm hoping, you know, that's what I,
I was
want
very
it to be."
skeptical about that video
So-
game.
So that I thought was a good segue into the Metacritic, which I'm now never going to call Metacritic again. The Predict the OpenCritic score. Or we could come up with a fancier name for it.
Metacritic sucks because every time you try to go there on your phone, it says request entity too large, and it can't load any
Dude,
pages.
Metacritic
because
sucks because every time you try to go to it on your phone, it's like the worst optimized site for your phone.
It really
Yeah,
is.
it's loading ads every
It's
fucking 2
garbage.
seconds.
So bad. But that brings us to the Metacritic game, which we did play this year. And do you want me to just tell you the end results? Or I guess, hold on, let me do December. Just Cause 4 got a 69 on OpenCritic.
Thank you.
I
Killed me on that
won with an 81 because we all
Oh,
guessed high,
God.
I guess.
Yeah.
What was that one?
Just cause.
Just Cause 4.
Oh yeah, I guess way too high. Whoops.
Yep. Smash got a 92. I won with an 88. David, you were close with an 87. And then Gris, I just didn't put a score down, so for whatever reason. It got an 85, and David said 82, and Aaron, you said 77.
Killed it.
So, end of the year, Cheyenne, you came in last place with a 7. But
That makes sense.
Yeah,
You weren't there for
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Saw that coming too. Well, not that there for a lot of it. that
Yeah.
doesn't mean much. Aaron, you finished 4th with an 8. You got 1 perfect score, and that was Pillars of Eternity 2. I know you're a big fan of that game, so that makes sense.
You know, it's the CRPGs, dude.
Cheyenne, you actually got Monster Hunter perfect. I didn't say
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Drew finishes tied for second with David with 12.
All right. I'm
Wow.
kind of mad that even happened, but sure.
He's
David,
too good.
You nailed Dragon Ball Fighters. Drew nailed Shadow of the Colossus. You also nailed Labo and Mario Tennis Aces. And that's it. And I won.
Nintendo's games.
I won with 15. So my deck from the back.
If Drew kept playing, he would have had like 25.
Oh, Drew would have definitely won. It would have even been close.
It's like not even funny.
I
I got
got Mario Tennis, dude.
Huh?
What happened to that game? Man? I
Yeah,
used to
number
play
9
that
on my
game.
Game of the Year list.
Smash
I
came out?
remember.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Smash.
I played the shit out of that game. I played it the other day when we first set up the online accounts. I was like, oh, I can play this game. Let me try this. Won a tournament. First game. First time.
Jesus,
Nice.
dude.
Yeah.
You just got to come back to it. That's how you do it.
I guess Spider-Man perfect.
Okay.
So, good for me.
Nice.
Oh, actually, hold on, David. No, Aaron's going to win.
No.
Oh, no, David, you can... Hold on. All right. There's 2
What?
that I did not tabulate now that I'm looking at it.
Oh,
Tabulate.
no.
But that still can't make you beat me. And also, Aaron's definitely going to get an extra point. Because the 2
Okay.
games are Fallout 76, which Aaron gets the lowest on. I'm going to assume Aaron's going to get a point on that one. Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it has like a 50 rate.
Probably.
It is
yeah.
like a 50-something.
Yeah, he won with a 73.
What
And then-
fools we were.
Yeah, I guessed an 82. So-
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
So in the last game, the game that can put David over Drew is Darksiders 3.
Okay.
David,
Pretty sure I shot low on that, and I would have
you-
been right.
you guessed a 76 on it.
That's got to be close.
And the score for the game was a 69.
Ooh.
Did anyone guess lower than that?
But getting it perfect with a guess of 69 is Aaron at Weeks.
Ah,
Let's
god
go.
damn
Wow.
it.
So Aaron gets 2 more points added to his total. I'm going to say 50 something. I'm gonna give Aaron those 2 points. So now Aaron, you're lighting up the scoreboard with the 10 now. You're in double figures. So
Heck yeah, dude.
that brings us to the 2019 Metacritic game. I have 3 games for January if you guys want to do it right now.
Oh, I messed this up.
Sure.
You messed that up. Oh, were they in different orders? My bad.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. The first game, Aaron, I'm going to let you start it off because it's Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm gonna say it gets like. I'm gonna go with 81.
81. All right.
I think that might be high.
78.
78.
Fucking
Cheyenne.
bitch. I was gonna say 77.
All right.
Don't prices right me, you fucking.
That's what was in my brain.
Ah.
Right, Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm going to give this an 83. 84.
Give it an 82 and then just win.
83. Now I'm going to give it an 83.
it'll
Oh,
score
I was trying to
higher.
get it. I think, all right. New rule. If you get it perfect, you get 3 points.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Fair?
down with that. I'm
To
down with
keep people from
How
doing
about
Price
2
is Right
points?
shit.
How
I
about
didn't
2
mean
points?
to.
Do you know how you know how rare it is for, like, we got, like, 7
Okay.
the whole year.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have Resident Evil Resident Evil 2 remake, and I'm gonna give this one an 82.
Okay. 88.
88.
I'm saying 88. I
uh,
think Cheyenne's
Cheyenne?
guessing.
Why? No, I was gonna say 89.
Oh, okay.
You still can.
God, just give it
Well,
a,
you can go
a
first on the
90,
next one, Cheyenne.
90 even.
90 even.
even.
It's
All right,
spicy
Aaron?
scores.
Dude, it's gonna be good.
86.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great.
It may not
It's gonna be
be
great.
amazing, but it's gonna be good.
It'll be
I
a
was-
big-
I just think like
gonna-
ports and remasters tend to not review that well, right?
It's not a it's like a remake.
Yeah.
It's not a
gotcha.
remaster.
Well,
They-
Shadow of
they're
the
doing it
Colossus
Resident
reviewed
Evil.
reviewed super well.
They're
Oh,
doing
did
it
it really?
Resident Evil 4 style. Changing the whole gameplay.
Last but not least, I don't know, Cheyenne, do you want to go first? Or, 'cause
What is the game?
It is
Yeah,
Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes.
Oh no.
I was gonna let David go first, but I'll let Cheyenne go first.
Yeah, I'll. Oh, it's so sad, but I have to give it a lower score.
Yeah, that game's gonna be bad.
75.
David.
71.
Ooh, even
Aaron.
lower.
72. Sorry, man. I was actually thinking
Damn.
72 the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with the 69. You know what I'm saying?
It
There you go.
hurts.
That's how I got Darksiders,
Give
dude.
it.
That game does not. Yeah, that is how you got Darksiders. That game does not look good.
No.
So
breaking
that
my
is
heart.
it for the Metacritic. I think those are all the things,
I'm
right?
getting
That's all I wanted
Burr
to
all
know.
over me.
Yeah.
Let me make sure we're
Yes.
not missing some like big
All right, I'm not like it.
Oh, fuck.
release.
Oh, in January.
Yeah, we're missing. I mean, there's like some
There's like some smaller stuff. You're welcome to
Yeah.
put some other things on there. I might have I literally googled
God,
games
dude.
coming out in January. and
That's
those are
the
big-
big ones. That's the big ones. There's
Yeah.
others, but like.
I mean, yeah, we can do Ace Fighter fucking 7, but I don't really need.
Life
Combat
is Strange 2 Episode 2.
Y2K's got buzz, but man, that
Life
game's
is
the
Strange,
shit.
I thought would be good. I usually do it the first episode, so I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
would be good.
like
Would be Walking Dead, just because of Telltale closed, and this is like the new
Yeah.
studio. But I didn't even want to go with that. So
Okay.
anyway, that's it for the all the what's the word I'm looking for? All the chicanery for the podcast. Now we're moving on to the game of the year section,
do
where
it.
we make a top 10 list for the game of the year. You guys want to do that as a collective group?
I would like to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I want to preface this by saying there are two games that only I can vouch for on my list. And I need everybody to not fucking Divinity Original Sin 2 me again this year and be a bunch of cunts.
We
'cause
put
they
it
didn't
like
play 'em.
5. What are you talking about?
I had to fight to even get that on the fucking thing.
We put it.
That
at
was fun. I
5.
like doing that last year.
So
So we're
this
doing
year,
that again this year. All right, hold on.
Okay,
I want to
okay,
do it
okay.
like this. So
Okay,
we're gonna
okay,
pick.
okay.
We're picking 10 games. We're gonna order them too. I want to order them.
All right,
I wanna go
sure.
real hard. All right, we're picking 10
Go
games.
for it.
What are the games that have to be on here? God of War has to be on here, right?
has to be on there.
Yep.
Spider-Man has to be on there, right?
Has to be on there.
Celeste has to be on there.
Yes.
Whoops, God of War, Spider-Man, Celeste. Does Red Dead have to be on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It
I just
does.
wanted to. I'm not gonna vouch for it, but I'll let you guys do it. I know Cheyenne
It's
plays it
gotta.
online too.
I
Yeah.
can't. I didn't even think
haven't
about that when I was
played
doing
the
my
story, I've
list.
only
Fuck.
played online.
Does Smash have to be on here?
Yes.
No,
Why not?
Yes, Smash has to be on here.
it doesn't have to be on there.
All right, we
It
have
does.
2 halves to be on here votes, so it's gonna win, but I'm not gonna put
Because-
it on here right now. It's gonna
be-
be on here, bitch.
Why?
Because it is.
Why? It's not even like like a game of the year list, like a really good installment in a like well.
If you're gonna
In
make
a-
this argument, then PUBG or Fortnite definitely can't be on there.
They shouldn't be on there.
I'm not putting them on there.
Why the fuck would they?
Fortnite
be?
was on there last year, I'm pretty sure.
It can't be on there every
Yeah.
fucking
I mean, it
year.
was- yeah.
They're like,
I'm
we
okay
did
if
it
you
already.
guys want to put it on there. I'm totally fine with
don't.
that, but we can
I
have
think
that argument.
Fortnite has an
Yeah.
argument to be on there for sure.
I'll argue it. We can do that when we get there. Then, I just had to put this. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is fucking great, Dave. What the fuck are you talking about?
It is great. I love the game. I think
It's
it's
better
fantastic.
than like all your games that you like.
No, it's not.
It's better than all the entertainment you like.
Okay.
We're like ignoring the parts of the game that are.
It's
just not
like
good.
half shit though. Like the
Yeah, it's-
online sucks.
So is Red
half the
Dead.
fucking single player shit sucks.
Yeah, Red Dead has a lot of problems too. That's why it didn't win fucking Game of the Year.
I'm aware, but I'm saying
Plus,
Red Dead
Smash is
the
building
same
on a
as Smash.
formula that's like so tried and true. Like it's like putting Fortnite on there because it got a good patch. Like it's a great game, but we've
I
already
don't know that
seen
that's
this
an
shit
argument,
before.
though. Like Fortnite lives and dies
Like-
by its patches. It's a games of service kind of thing. Like
Yeah, so is Smash.
No,
And,
it's
like,
not at all.
Smash isn't a game of service. You're dumb.
No.
Then I can't have a conversation with you. How
Why
is it not
would
a
it
game
be?
I
of
don't
service?
think it is. Man.
Because there's
How
no
is it
fucking
not?
service.
There's
Are
not.
you kidding?
There's planned
No, they're
DLC,
not
but is
updating-
Spider-Man a games of service?
Planned DLC. There's.
So every game that gets DLC is a game as service now. So is
I
like
mean, I'm not saying every game that gets DLC is a game of
That's
service. but
the
a lot
mo-
of,
that's the-
Okay, you're just cutting me off like every point. Like I'm not saying that I mean, you were. I'm not saying that every game is a game of service just because it gets DLC. But if you like roadmap DLC out for 6 months before your game comes out, your game is a game of service. Like it's not debatable.
All right, then Spider-Man is a games of service.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I don't think so.
I 100% any game in which they're trying to make you constantly play that game is a game of service. Like I don't know how that's like.
Then we're throwing a lot more games into that category. I feel like Dark Souls is a games of service. How do you say how just a
All right,
quick
maybe I'm
pause?
wrong. Maybe
How
I'm
do we
wrong.
say this when you're talking about one singular game?
But like
game
fucking Smash isn't a story-based game. Like it's all fucking like multiplayer content.
I guess.
Okay, if like Smash had like events and like way more regular character drops and like community-driven activities like Dragon Ball Fighters does, I would
Okay.
say you're right. But Smash has got 4 DLC fighters that are planned out for the
5,
rest of the
6,
year. Okay,
6.
5.
Piranha
okay,
Plant plus
including
5.
Piranha Plant. Okay. It is not getting the like. It's not
It
getting
gets
those
updates on a weekly basis.
updates.
it doesn't have
to,
a
like,
store though. I'd say
Right.
you have to
What are
have
the
there has
updates?
to
Are
be
they
some
just,
sort
like,
of
patches. Like,
Yeah, they're
Microtransactions.
bug fixes.
Every game gets patched.
It doesn't just have bug fixes, but like there's actual like real stuff, like balance updates and stuff, and like them
Yeah,
adding
but-
stuff.
Okay,
Not
in
like
video
great
games,
stuff, like adding like fucking.
That's not the
spirits
same as
and
like
shit.
Dragon Ball Fighters adding cosmetic things for Christmas, or Destiny adding an entire event and new activities, and like Division adding like whole end game like balance fix. Like it's the scope of it and the fact that
So it has to
Smash
have
doesn't
seasonal updates. Is that
like that's to me that seems like a
yeah,
big part.
and
of,
I'd say
like,
I'm just like
microtransactions is a
asking.
big.
I'm legitimately asking.
And like Assassin's Creed Odyssey definitely is a game as service because that game gets like regular and like hearty like quest updates and like events and like
So is The Witcher a game of service?
no, because that's done. Like they
They put out DLC for
Cut it.
15 straight weeks in a row, and then put out 2 major expansions.
for those.
How is that not a game of service?
Plus, a game as service is usually
This is a dumb
like-
semantic argument, but I'm just curious.
It's like porn, dude. You know when you see it. You know.
Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
it's just like doesn't. That means every game that's getting updated after its release is going to be qualified as like a game as service.
Yeah.
No, I
every
think
single
doesn't-
game.
I think every game that gets updated for content to a certain degree is.
Okay. So, in video gaming, games as a service represents providing video games or game content on a continuing revenue model similar to software as a service. Games as a service are ways to monetize video games either after their initial sale or to support a free-to-play model.
Okay.
So ways to monetize the game. So
So, microtransactions is a big part of whether or not
So
it's a game as a service.
microtransactions are the thing.
I'd say it should be part of it, yeah. Because, like,
I'm just
Odyssey
curious.
has those.
Who does?
that's the
Assassin's
biggest way to
Creed.
monetize a game after it's released is microtransactions.
It's got that storefront.
Something that constantly changes the way the game looks and feels.
I just want to. I still feel like Smash is a game of service. Like I would call Smash a game of service.
I think
Like,
you had a
it's a
better
game
argument with
that's-
Witcher than Smash.
I mean,
I think
Witcher, I
just-
feel like is too.
Witcher shit was all free though, except for the like expansions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those quests and stuff were all free.
But that was still like they pay you charge for expansion. They monetized it post release.
There's got to be like
I mean,
some
like, I'm just
golden
saying.
nugget that we're missing here.
So
Like,
is it the microtransactions? That's what it sounds like you guys are
I
saying to
don't
me.
think I'd agree with that. I think that like mostly to me it's the multiplayer aspect, which I know like rolls out Assassin's Creed, but like the community being like actively engaged with them, like each other and the game's content, like in new ways, like that
In the
like
game
Destiny,
or just like having a community? I feel like everything
like
has
in
to
the
be-
game, I think
Like in the game, okay.
if you're playing fucking like Division and they're like we're doing a winter activity dungeon or something, and then the whole community goes, okay, let's all earn our little point boys and buy our like Santa hats and shit. Like it's
Santa
that is
So,
different
I mean, like,
to me than
to be fair, like Smash has all that. You earn coins so you can buy tracks and stuff.
yeah, but those are all in the base.
It's not a
game,
continued, like, it's not revenue for the game to do that, though. That's just part
right?
of
Yeah,
the
and
game.
they're not selling
Okay, so it
it
is the
That's-
microtransaction.
I think that's a part
I
of
said
it.
that in this definition I just read.
Right,
It's
but
a
no,
continuing
David like
revenue
is
model.
like David is like aghast to say that, but like I feel like that is the answer. Like
I'm
you
gonna
can't
have
be a
to think
game
about
as
this.
service.
It's not a games
but,
as a service unless there's a continued revenue model for the game.
Well, that can just be DLC. Like they're making money post release.
Yeah, but
There's
that
only
ends
one
eventually.
DLC thingy for Smash.
That's
Yeah.
not an indefinite kind of thing, though.
Okay, so that's not
there is a
indefinite.
planned end
Okay,
for
so
that.
that's 100% microtransactions. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought
So
it said
in-
like making revenue post release.
Indefinite is,
And that's what separates games that get DLC from games as a service, because like
Okay.
if what you
'Cause
were
you pay
saying was
once
true,
and
then
then you
every
pay-
game that has DLC is a games as a service.
All right.
I think of it like if you have DLC and it has like a hard end, you're not a game of service. But if it's like a fuzzy end and you're still going to be eking things out that you can sell later on, then it's like a
A
more
planned continued
fluid,
revenue
like-
model.
Yeah, all right, so sure.
Interesting. That's
That's how I'm going to base my definition now.
Pete, what's your stance
that I
on this?
just made up.
All right.
He doesn't care.
So all right, never mind. I'm gonna stop. I just had a really good. Is Far Cry a game of service? Because Far Cry has all of that.
But it sells like premium currency and
It
shit.
sells premium currency. It has a
It
planned
doesn't
DLC
have to be
roadmap.
successful to be
Like
a
I'm
game
just
of
saying, like
service.
is
Like,
Far
yeah.
Cry? Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
five,
wanted.
yeah.
To ask. All right, cool.
5 is yeah.
Far Cry.
That's
I
why I'm
think
saying
would-
you had a better argument
Like
with Witcher
every
than Smash.
Ubisoft game is.
Like I would
Like,
not
that's
call
their-
Far Cry 5 a game of service by any means. But I don't know. That's
I
just
would in like the loosest sense of the definition, but I don't know. Anyways, game.
When
of the
I
year.
think game of service, I never think of Far Cry. As I'm saying.
What a
No,
tangent
and
that was, though.
And when I think game of service, I think Smash way more than Far Cry, and I think Smash way more than The Witcher and Assassin's Creed. Even.
You think that because it's online and it's like
Yeah, to a certain degree, probably. You're right. Yeah.
Like that's you're just thinking popular multiplayer game. Like that to me is not the definition.
Maybe.
Smash is gonna be on there.
All right,
It's
Smash
fine.
is getting on. I'm putting it on the fucking.
I
We just had
concede.
that whole tangent.
I concede.
That was
Sorry for cutting you off. I don't realize I'm doing it.
Oh, we all do it to each other.
Hard.
It's, like
I hit you hard.
It's the nature of a podcast.
I took David down a peg though.
It's not a good
We'll cut
format for-
everybody off.
Oh,
so.
I 100% do. Yeah, 100%.
I tried to read that definition like 3 times while we were fighting about that, but it just didn't happen.
All right. So what else are we gonna put on here? What else? All right. So those are the 5 I think have to be on there.
Have to be on there.
Yeah.
I can't think. Nothing else pops to mind. So yes, those
Grease
are the 5
doesn't
that
have
has
to be on there?
I
That'll be
think
debatable.
Greece will be on there. I think
Okay,
will
is
be
that
I think
how it's
so, too.
pronounced? Have we all been pronouncing it
It
wrong?
is Greece.
Yeah.
It is,
It's
I
gotta be Greece.
That's how
genuinely
you
hate
pronounce
that.
gray in Spanish, right?
and fucking IGN even screwed it up, and they're shittier review that they
Everyone screwed it up.
because we Americans.
All right.
So
I'm cool with that. Yeah.
can I just go ahead and get it out of the way?
What?
The 2 games that only I can vouch for, and you guys can just hear me out and make your decision. I'm gonna throw myself at the fucking mercy of you guys on these.
All right.
Number
Here's
one-
what I'm gonna say. No, before you, I'm gonna cut you off, and I'm doing it. Before you even say it, I'm down with letting Subnautica on here. I'm not down with letting Dusk on here.
It's
So you go
not
ahead.
Subnautica. Cheyenne can vouch for Subnautica, as
Subnautica.
well.
I mean,
Okay.
I've seen Dusk. I'll say
It's Obra Dinn.
Over then, I'm
Dusk.
fine with that too. I won't even fight that hard. I'm not letting Dusk on here. I'll fucking
Why?
tooth and nail because you don't get the whole fucking list. That's 3 games that only you played.
What do you? But they're all great games.
I think Obra Dinn should be on there over Gris or Grease. Like I think
Did you play Grease?
I did, and I think it's a little bit overrated to be honest with you.
Well,
Oh, good for you.
disagree, but
I
fair
don't
I thought
enough.
it was
think
great.
it's
I thought it
like
was great.
groundbreaking at all. It's like
I
a
cried.
platformer.
I don't think
It's
it's,
like-
I do with
groundbreaking though. I
every
just think
piece
it's
of media.
It's not. It's supposed to be groundbreaking. It's
And
just.
I also
I think
think
it's like overrated. Like I think it's good, and that's it.
it like definitely apes like its inspirations a little bit much. in
It
my
shows
opinion.
you that it shows you, hey, this is a Journey reference. Like it's not shy.
No,
about
but
that.
it like does it like 9 times.
When it does it
Like
once.
it does the stuff where you're falling down like a thing, like going down a hill. Yeah,
It's
does
very
Yeah,
cool,
that
like
was the
visually
one.
interesting.
No,
It's like
it
a
does
fun
it in the
game to
red
play.
thing, and it does it in the green one too. I'm pretty sure.
It does it in the water
You
area too.
fall, but that doesn't.
Huh?
Maybe in the water area too. I don't know.
One
Like
area reminded me of Abzu more because
like I don't
Abzu
know.
in itself is a ripoff. So.
Yeah, and that was a
I mean,
revolving
it's
Journey
made by
too.
the same
Also, on like a
people.
technical level, I noticed this more in the beginning of the game where it didn't really matter, but like it's not always super clear what you can and can't jump on because of the way the world is set up, which is like kind of annoying for a platformer. But it's like it never happened to me in a way that it affected my gameplay.
Yeah,
It
I
was
also
more or
feel
less just
until you. So how far you got to the water level, Aaron?
yeah.
All right, so once you get the double jump, I felt like the platforming was a little better, but like
I never had a problem with the platforming. It was
I did. I didn't love it.
I thought it was fun. I don't really like platformers that much, and I didn't have a problem with this one, so I feel like it was set up pretty well.
But I also
But
wouldn't call
it-
this like a platform.
The only thing that was like a little bit irritating was like there are times in the game where it teaches you can jump on this thing, and then later on it's a set piece that you can't jump on. So like that's a little bit.
Despite thinking Grease is amazing, I will like very much accept that if it's not on the list. Like I'm not gonna fight tooth and nail.
Oh no, I want it
I
on the
won't because
list.
it's one of the only games I've played this year.
I want it
so-
on the list. I want it on the list for sure.
I want it on
We
there.
can
I'm
talk-
just like if
I'm
Alright,
fine
so-
with it being on there, but like
I'm gonna put Gris in the maybe category.
we're Grease and Grease.
Or
Grease.
Gris,
Whatever.
whatever. I'm
I
gonna
just
go
means
back
that it reminds me of something that's left in my fucking skillet after I make bacon. Like I'd
'Cause
much
the-
rather call it grist,
All right.
but I'm a stupid American.
So a game that I just want to shout out that I know is not gonna get on here because y'all are trash at it is Mario Tennis Aces. But that game was
I'm
awesome.
fine. That game
We're
is like
putting
technically
Smash on
really
there,
good.
We're not putting fucking.
Oh, I know. I just said we're not gonna put it on there, but I just wanted to shout it out. That's all I wanted
Alright.
to do. Just like you should do with Dusk. Just shout it out and let it go. We're not gonna put it on the list,
Dusk
baby.
is fucking excellent.
not
Just
going on
because
the
you
list.
guys, it's just because it's not your fucking
It's
cup of
probably
tea.
not going to end up on the list.
I'm just mad about that.
You
And
just
so-
got to take an L on that one, Dave.
Obra Dinn is
Yeah.
like fucking crazy.
It's like I
Should
want
definitely
Nino
be
Kuni 2 to be on the list, but I know it's not going to be, so I'm not
All
going to
right,
hype.
fine. Dusk honorable mention.
Same
is
thing with-
Subnautica gonna be on the list?
Subnautica, I'm down to put that in the
That's
maybe one.
I've heard a lot
Yeah,
of people
maybe.
talking about that.
That's gotta be fucking on there.
What about Monster Hunter World?
I'm down to
would
put
like it
that
to
in the,
be.
I'm pretty sure
I
all
would
three
like
of you
that
would
on
like
the
that all
list.
to be on there, right?
I would like it on there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting it on the for
Put
sure.
it on the maybe.
No, I'm putting it for the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter's got to be on there. It does.
I'm not fighting it. What else do we have here? Florence. How do we feel about Florence? I would like Florence to be on the list.
I would put it on the list.
David, how do you feel?
What? I didn't play it, so I have no opinion.
Right,
Yeah, I tried to get him to play it, but he didn't.
I'll put it on the maybe list. We have 2. If he gets 2 votes, it can go on the maybe list. Is that fair?
Oh, what about Hades? Can Hades go on there?
No, it's not out.
No.
I still
put early
oppose
access
early.
games.
I still don't think it's a good idea.
And
I don't know. Where do you draw that line though? Because like Fortnite's still early access.
Yeah, we did that.
I say it's not out, so it shouldn't go on any. I didn't fucking like it on there last year.
That was the argument for PUBG too. It was early access.
It's out now, so you can put it on there if you like. It's just dumb. You can't have it every fucking year.
You
can't have
nobody's
it on
asking
every
you to.
year.
That was just an example. In the
So stupid.
All right.
Hades is also not good enough to be on there.
Whoa. All right. What else? What else? There's some other names out here. What do we got? Anybody got
I made my piece. I don't
I
know.
think we
I
got
can't think of another
the big ones. Hollow Knight came out. That's not a this year game.
That was
for
out
sure.
last year.
But I would be fine if we want to put it on the list, to be totally honest, but I don't think we do.
I
tried to put it on there last year, and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know what that is."
We literally put it on there last year. You got 2 games that only you played that you're like, we have to put these on there, so we did it.
And I was right, and we were ahead of the curve,
Yeah.
and we found it before the fucking journos.
We're not doing fucking Dusk. I refuse to let it happen.
Watch Dust be like fucking just revolutionary.
Yeah,
That game's
the
gonna
new
blow
Fortnite.
up.
It's the new
Just
Fortnite.
give
That'd be
Dave
wild.
Oshry a little more time.
I also have on here, I know it's not going to happen, but Red Strings Club was really good this year. If anybody,
I never played that.
It's really
I wish I
good.
did.
I didn't. I have.
Game is really good. I also have Overcooked 2 on here, and I know you guys are not going to put it on there because no one played it, but that game is really good too.
I'd be fine with it going on there because that's like a beloved game.
But it's
Like-
just more of the same.
I can't speak to that. I didn't play it.
That's the criticism, right?
It is, but it's like so good. Like I
It is
don't,
good.
I don't think that should disqualify something. From
Stacking
being
it up
easy.
against these other games, though, I just don't think it. I don't think it's like.
I think it's better than half these games.
We're awfully quick to shoot stuff. I think we should get our list and then find the ones that we eliminate.
Can I put it on the maybe list? Do you guys care?
Sure.
Go for it.
I guess.
Because we have right now we're struggling to get to 10 even with the ones we're shooting.
I mean, no,
down.
I can start throwing names of games out there if you want me to. But do you want to put Forsaken on here?
No.
No.
Okay. All right, I got solved very
Nope.
quickly.
Nope. We're too quick to shoot down games. No.
Yeah.
Not for
That's
sale.
a hard no on that one.
Do you want to
I
put
don't
Battle?
even remember what that is.
Looking at
The Destiny expansion?
Games besides.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to put Battle for Azeroth on here?
Absolutely
Fuck no. Put
Fuck
it on the
Blizzard and
worst
fuck
game of the year.
BFA.
No, if we do worst game of the year, we can talk about Far Cry. If you guys want. But do you want to put Far Cry on here?
No.
No. All right.
No.
What else do you have on here? Do you guys want to put anything else on here?
Dude, I've thought of everything. Lethal League Blaze. Nobody's gonna vote for that.
Yeah, Lethal League's not happening.
Um,
Like I genuinely did not like that game. Like when I played it.
you
for
genuinely
10
played
minutes.
it twice, and then.
Yeah, I did.
You
not
didn't give
enjoy
it much of a chance to be fair.
Dude, it was like a very suboptimal place to play it too. It was not a
Yeah.
fun experience for me.
Um,
All right, then now I'm opening the doors. Do we
Oh,
wanna
Into the Breach.
put Into the Breach. Okay,
At
I'll
least
put that in the
deserves
maybe.
a say in this conversation.
I'll put that in the maybe. Do we have
You know,
any
it
other-
doesn't deserve a say and made a bunch of lists is A Way Out. That game can
Yeah.
go to hell.
A Way Out was fun.
A
man.
Way
I
Out
only
was
played half
awesome.
of it.
Was
Alright,
that
Aaron,
last year though?
Do you want to put it on the maybe list, Aaron? A Way
That
Out?
was this year.
I thought that game came out last year.
No, it
Nope.
for sure came out this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wanna
Yeah,
put
I
that
love
on-
The Way Out.
All right, dude,
I-
we'll put it on
sure.
the maybe list.
I hate that game.
Let's go.
so much.
That game
I had a
so
fucking
much fun.
blast at that game, yeah.
All
I
right.
just
uh,
fucking hate it.
Yeah.
what is there
I
any?
hate
Or
it.
do you guys want to put anything on the maybe list? We have
I
have
can't-
5
I didn't
right
play
now.
any freaking games this year.
I feel like
so-
we're not talking about stuff we were talking about before.
Dragon Ball Fighters. But
You know,
I didn't play
I
it.
played Mario Party, but it's like pretty meh. I don't really want to put that.
I've played like an hour of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but I would not put it on a Game of the Year list.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What else we got? I feel like there's some other stuff we all have enjoyed. Oh, the other conversation I wanted to have, I was segueing, was Fortnite. Do we want to put Fortnite on the list?
No. It had
I'm
its
okay
It
with-
could be a maybe.
I'll put it as a maybe.
It's improved quite a bit this year. Like I
Yeah.
think there's
I
an
mean,
argument for it
the
going on
new
the list.
season, maybe.
It's a maybe, no.
Yeah.
It's in the maybe list. Is there any other
Was
games?
Octopath this year? Or last
Octopath
year?
was this year, but
That
It
was
was
this
this
year,
year.
but I don't think it was that good.
I picked it up, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I played.
What about
the first
Detroit?
one. No, God,
Detroit.
that's the worst game of the year. That's honestly the worst game I played this year.
Let's make a worst games of the year list.
Oh,
I
The
mean,
Messenger might be worth a mention, but it's probably not gonna make the list.
I mean,
Messenger's
I'll
good.
put it. I'll put it on the maybe if you really.
The
wanna
second
put it.
half is enough for me to not even fight for it, though.
I'm
If
gonna
it had
start
just been the
making-
first half, I'd be like, wow, that's a perfect game. And then I was like, let's just make it shitty. And they did it. They made it shitty.
All right,
Did
fair
it.
enough.
Wander Song, like,
Oh.
great game.
Yeah.
Nobody played.
But it was good.
Great game. We need to fucking finish it. We're like a third of the way in, maybe. Man, Wander Song is...
I mean, like I used to start like reading off like best of lists and stuff, like Dead Cells.
I've
People
got
like-
a couple. Well,
Oh,
if
did
I
that-
name games that I played this year but didn't come out this year, then I've got some. But that's
I mean,
not really
like-
fair for a game of the year. This.
Dead Cells, David, do you care? Or you're just like, no, hard no.
I didn't even like it that much, honestly. I
Really?
think the game was that great. Yeah, no. It's...
Interesting.
Any roguelite that focuses... This is why I don't like Hades that much either. Any roguelite that focuses too much on its combat gets really stale really fast because it's so involved to be playing it that doing it over and over and over again somehow gets way more grating. Like, Isaac's combat isn't that good, but that's why it works, is because the items can make it less annoying. But in games with, like, good combat where you're doing it over and over, I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to deal with this.
It's like if you made a game like Dark Souls, like infinitely more frustrating.
Yeah, like, I don't need that.
Tetris Effect, David, you want to put that on here?
Yeah,
Just so I can shoot it
I
down
would
later,
say in
but I'm
the
not letting
I'd
it
say
get
in the
my top 10
maybe.
list.
I'm not gonna fight really hard, but I'd say in the maybe.
Well, you're saying Tetris shouldn't be on there?
Like I'm saying, does David want to put Tetris on the maybe list?
I'd
And
say
then
yes.
I'll
I
kill
think
it
it
later.
should be on there.
I'll
Why?
kill it later because it doesn't have fucking multiplayer, and I don't care. Like if you're going for your Zen atmosphere or something, it needs that.
If that's
fucking
your
core
argument,
part
then
of
I don't
Tetris
think
in the
Smash
game.
deserves to be on there. Smash's multiplayer is broken
Yeah, but
as
like
fuck.
Smash is fun.
So is Tetris.
No, it's not. It's just like endless. It's not that great when there's no
People
competitive
love
action.
fucking Tetris.
It's
You're
not.
out
It's
of
like,
your mind.
It's fucking like meditative. It's not like actually fun like Red Dead.
Okay, that's fun to some people. Just because it's like it doesn't fit your definition of fun doesn't mean it's not a fucking good game.
Well, that means I don't think it's fun. That's exactly what it means.
All right. Well, you got 2 votes. It should be on there. So suck a dick.
All right.
Deltarune.
That's a demo.
Oh yeah.
It's a game.
It's a.
That's it. If we're not allowed to have Fortnite on it,
It's
we're
like
not
an
allowed to have Deltarune.
episode. It's chapter
I'm
one.
cool with putting it on there if you let us put
That's like
Fortnite
saying
on there.
that Telltale's The Walking Dead episode 1 can't be on a game.
Okay, like if we want to do that, that's fine. Do we want to put Deltarune on here?
Nobody played it, so
Okay,
I can't,
well, then we only
I
wanna
can't
put it
fight
on
this battle.
'Cause if we
I'd
were to
like
put-
for all of
If
to
we were
fight
gonna,
it, but
if we were gonna put it on there, I was gonna stand hard to put Fortnite in the top 10.
that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not the same thing,
There,
dude.
one's a demo and one is like early
It's not
access.
a demo. It's a chapter.
No, it's a
Early
demo.
access is some fucking nebulous term that doesn't mean anything
So
anymore.
is
Like, I
fucking
don't-
I like
demo,
how-
dude.
fucking
yeah,
Fortnite.
that's
It's
true.
not a
Beta
goddamn demo.
is in that
I'm gonna
category.
fight
It is a
you.
little bit.
Dude,
I mean,
like,
it's still like the first chapter, but you know.
Fortnite is at 6.0, and it's still early access. Like, what
Not
the
my problem.
fuck is
It's
that?
never not going to be early access. I
That's
think.
so stupid. Like,
Until
'cause
they
said
release a version of the game that comes with Save the World, it's going to.
That's
be
what they
early
said they
access.
were gonna do, and they haven't fucking done
Yeah,
it.
they have
That's
that.
probably why they haven't done it.
Do you want to put Wreckfest on the maybe list, David? I know you enjoyed that game.
No,
Do you want to
I
put
don't.
Black Ops 4?
no,
No.
I don't.
All right, well, I'm just
I do
trying
want
to
to
make
put
the-
Vermintide 2 #1.
Do you
Though.
want to put Donut County on Cheyenne?
I didn't.
I
play
haven't
it.
played it,
Oh, well, never mind.
I've heard a lot of
but
good
I've
things
heard
about
it's
it.
not as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, it was just okay.
Shadow of the Colossus remastered. So now I'll
No,
go
I
on
didn't
there?
play it.
Alright,
Didn't play it.
Just
Sorry.
didn't know. We said Subnautica on there. You played Forza, but I'm not putting that on the list.
I'm just not a racing guy.
All right. I think that's about it for the big games. I think we have it narrowed down to like 13 already. Do we want to put? Here's the real question: do we want to put Sea of Thieves on there?
Yes. Can the whole list just be Sea of Thieves, please?
All 10.
That should be the worst game of the year.
No, the worst game of the year was honestly Detroit.
Sea of
But,
Thieves
like,
was like releasing a game,
Sea of Thieves wasn't great.
but you never get to leave the starting area.
Yeah.
It's just like
Sea of
that's
Thieves
it.
is like you put out a tutorial for a game.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
It's like the demo.
Damn.
Or it's like you know in like shooters when they're teaching you the controls, they're like, all right, go do this cool shooting gallery thing.
It'd be like Overwatch if you only got to fight the bots.
Yeah, that's what it
Like that's the whole game.
It would be like Fortnite only in the loading area.
They're firing fucking shots at Sea of Thieves right
Yeah,
now.
we didn't like
It's
see it.
fucking a mess, man.
All right, here we go. We have God of War, Spider-Man, Celeste, Red Dead 2, Smash, Monster Hunter in our, like, this has to be on the list. Okay?
Okay.
Starting in the maybes, it's Greece, Subnautica, Florence, Overcooked 2, Into the Breach, A Way Out, Fortnite, Obra Dinn, and Tetris Effect.
I think Obra Dinn has to go into top 10.
Greece.
I'm cool with putting Obra Dinn.
I need to be able to see these. I'm gonna have to type.
Obra Dinn
this up.
seems like nobody's
I have a
opposed.
sheet. I have a sheet in the thing.
Oh, okay.
Obra Dinn needs to go.
Let's let Aaron fucking look at it first. He might not want to put it on there.
He said earlier he said it looked awesome.
I don't remember.
Which list is which? What am I looking
Top
at here?
top 10 sheets is what it's called.
No, I mean that you've got 2 lists on here.
Oh, the top one is the solid. This is the maybe.
Why
Okay.
don't you do this in a fucking spreadsheet, you madman?
I mean, it's
Why would
not
you?
that crazy. It's like 10 things. If you're using a spreadsheet for 10 things, you gotta use spreadsheets.
What is the one you guys were just arguing
Every day.
about?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying for 10 things you use spreadsheets for.
No, but it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to move things.
All right. Are we cool with Obra Dinn? I'm cool with Obra Dinn.
Yeah.
Obra Dinn.
Yeah.
Is it the return or is it return?
Return.
I think it's Return of the Obra Dinn.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what. That's what.
Yeah, that's the
Alright.
one. Game's so good.
I like legitimately think Tetris Effect has a place there, but you know.
I think Fortnite should be on there before anything. That's fine. I was trying to get you to put it on there. We're
Just
not
wanna
putting
put
it
it
on
in
that
there.
list.
I just wanted in the maybes.
All right, right here.
But Dusk in the maybes.
I'll delete A Way Out if you delete Dusk.
All right, deal.
All right.
You thought I'd back down on that shit? No way, dude. Fuck A Way Out. Game sucks.
That's the only reason I really put A Way Out on there was so I could get you to cancel
So you
one
can
later
bargain
on.
ship?
I honestly think of the ones left, Fortnite should go next into the list.
I think Fortnite
I
should be on here.
disagree.
Yeah.
No, fuck
Fortnite
no.
should
It's not out.
maybe be on
It's
there.
never coming out. It can't
That's
be on
not
there
an
every
argument
year.
anymore.
It
So
cannot be
low.
on
It
there
got
every
so
year.
much new content though.
I don't fucking care. If
right,
they're not willing to
hold on,
commit to a 1.0
That's
launch,
just an arbitrary
they
distinction. It
don't-
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, this is like some old fogey shit you're saying, David. Like fucking if Forsaken was amazing, would you put Forsaken on here?
if it was like the best shit ever,
That's what I'm saying.
it's an expansion. It's a
All right,
game.
what I'm asking you is, would you put that on there?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Fortnite got the level of like shit in Forsaken over throughout the year. Like, what's the difference? Just one didn't come in a pretty bow.
Because Fortnite
One actually
cannot
engaged with their
stay
community.
in this fucking ethereal state where it can be on the list every year.
Why
for, like,
though? If they're releasing
4
content
years.
that keeps them in that space, then why not reward them by
Yeah.
actually putting them in
They're
that
gonna
space?
see this video.
This
and
is
they're
why
gonna
I
be
think
like, yeah.
ongoing game is an important category and should be separate than like.
Yeah, but this is
You
our
know?
general game of the year list. Like every category should be included.
I
Yeah,
think
I
it
mean,
should.
we're
Can
not
we
doing
can we
it.
talk about that last?
Alright,
don't-
let's
I
talk
don't
about
want
it.
to talk about that
We'll
yet.
talk about it last. I'll put it down here.
Because we still have to number these after we get the list put
All right.
together.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Does
Subnautica has to.
Here's
go on.
the thing. All right, hold on. Before we get to Subnautica, does Gris have to go on there because 3 of us want it
Yes.
on there?
I like it on there.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's
I'll
3 to
abstain.
1.
I don't want it to not
We
be
can
on
put
there. I
it
just-
low. I'll put it 10. Like I
Yeah,
don't
that's
care.
fine.
I just want it on there.
All right, so then we have Subnautica, Florence, Overcooked, Into the Breach, Tetris Effect, Fortnite.
What?
Either Subnautica or
Subnautica's
Tetris.
so much better in my
Subnautica
opinion than
was
all of the other ones.
So how many
Really
do we have
good.
left? 6? All right, we have 2 left, okay?
Subnautica
Okay.
and Fortnite are the 2 that need to go on there.
I think
I'll concede Fortnite if you put Subnautica on the list.
I'll put Fortnite and Florence on there is what I would go.
All right, so Fortnite's on there. We're done. It's between
Well, no,
No,
Subnautica
I
and
said
Fortnite.
if.
I
Well,
don't
hold on,
know.
hold
Yeah.
on. I think everybody should pick 2 games because there's 2 spots left.
All right, fine.
I think Florence and Fortnite should be on there.
I think Subnautica and Fortnite.
I think Subnautica and Florence.
Okay.
Subnautica and Fortnite.
So Fortnite got 3, Subnautica got 2, and
Subnautica.
Florence got 2. So Fortnite's
Okay.
on. And then we got to talk about Subnautica and Florence.
Okay.
All right, so we're also canceling out. Good job, Overcooked. Good job, In the Breach. Good job, Tetris Effect. We're just taking those off.
Yeah, they were good. They're just not. Yeah, I don't think they belong on the list.
Cool. So then for the
I
last game, I think Florence should be on here.
All right, we know that Florence is good, but like
Make-
I think Subnautica just has more to offer.
Yeah, make your case for Florence. I want to know why.
I wanna hear why
You
you
want
want
Florence too.
I
You
do
make
too,
the
but I
case.
think I would like Subnautica on there more. So
I think
want to hear.
Florence is the best version of storytelling that I've seen in a mobile game. I think it has an awesome soundtrack. I don't know what Subnautica's like soundtrack is, but Florence
It's good.
has,
It's very good.
a really good soundtrack. I think it has a prettier art style than Subnautica. Not to shit on Subnautica, but I think
That's
Subnautica-
fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll
kinda ugly.
agree.
But and I think like I don't know, it's just it got the mainstream gaming attention for a mobile game in a way that like few mobile games do. Does that make sense? Like the last game I feel like that did it in this way was like, because this is making like end of the year lists like throughout like people like, so like I feel like the last game to do that was Monument Valley, and like that was like 5 years ago. So like I think it's a pretty big achievement that as a mobile game it's able to like make this kind of an impact. That is why
Okay.
I would vote for
I'm
Florence.
going
And
to
I
make
think
this
just generally, I think it has a great story, great like cool gameplay hooks, like cool, interesting
Mm-hmm.
like ways it gets you to interact with the game and stuff like that. I think
The
it's
fact
just
that
a
it
great
has all
game.
that in like 45 minutes of game time is pretty cool too.
I think it's just a good game generally too, like
Yeah.
along with all that other stuff.
I agree. I really liked it.
I'm going to make the case for Subnautica now.
All right, go ahead.
Subnautica reinvents and near perfectly hones the overdone and terrible open world survival formula in a way that makes it constantly rewarding and engaging and never frustrating. Its gameplay loop is excellent, and how it rewards the player with further exploration into deeper and darker trenches of this alien ocean are just like it's constantly blowing your mind with like how much more there is that you haven't even seen. Not to mention that it has incredible sound design, like the soundscape and the noises of all the monsters and ambience and wreckage are just fucking incredible. It's probably it's definitely the scariest game I've ever played. Like, it succeeds at once at being like the best horror game I've ever played, and an incredibly like relaxed, almost city builder, like base building game, because you can build your base anywhere you want. You can put it in the safe areas, you can put it in the dangerous areas, but you constantly are having to trek out into these really, really scary, dangerous waters. The biomes are all beautiful. I mean, the art style, I agree, is not great, and it does suffer a few technical problems, especially with pop-in. But the biomes and how different they are and how the game presents its world are all really fantastic, because the scope of the game, like the first time I saw like a giant, like what are those things called, the reef backs in the distance, and thought it was like hostile towards me, I almost shit myself. And it's like the most harmless enemy in the game, but just the fact that the game conveyed that so well, that sense of scope and like scale, was unbelievable. Like, I just think it's the best example of a crafting survival game in one of the like most hated types of games, a fucking water level, but it's actually really, really fun and awesome, and it's just constantly engaging. I just think it's fantastic. So
Gris had good water levels.
It did have a good water level. It's the movement that you have to nail.
All right,
Yeah.
so the thing I would say against Subnautica is that, like you mentioned, it does have some faults, because you guys were shitting on Smash earlier for like half of it's a bad game. Like, I think Subnautica.
I see it on our top 10 list here, though. Correct.
What? No, I'm not saying. All right, I'm also down to get rid of Red Dead and put both these games on here. I'm also down to do that, because I fucking hate Red Dead.
I haven't played Red Dead, so
I think
doesn't need
you're
to be
wrong
on
as
my
far as
list.
that.
All right,
Red Dead
you
has
guys don't
problems,
wanna
but
do
it's
that.
like
Red
Fine.
Dead's good. It's good.
Red Dead was so bad. All right, so
No.
fuck it.
You didn't play it.
Cheyenne and Aaron, David and I have given our pitches. What are we putting on there?
I'm leaning towards Florence, just because like Subnautica sounds awesome, and I think on a technical level it has more to offer than Florence, but Florence is like more unique, and like CJ said, it did a lot for mobile gaming, and like that's pretty important. So I'm leaning towards Florence.
Cheyenne?
Jesus. Well, that's tough, because I really liked Subnautica. It was like really spooky, and I liked that about it. The exploration felt really good. I felt like you could get a lot more out of it as a game.
Yeah.
Florence was more like telling you a story, like with a little bit of interaction, which I love. Those kinds of games, I really like Florence. Oh God, I don't know. I just don't know what makes something like a game of the year. Like, is it?
What are you? That's something we didn't talk about at the beginning.
No, I know, but like but for me, that's why it's tough because they're really different games.
Wait, all right. The criteria for our game of the year is what is the best game.
The best game.
And just define best, whatever it means to you.
And then in your head, make the distinction of what.
Yeah.
Which one is the better game? In your head.
Probably Subnautica.
All right, cool. We're back to where we were. But
Yeah.
Flip a fucking coin at this point.
Switch fucking. Do you want to flip a coin, David?
Yeah.
Do you have a coin?
That doesn't feel like we did it right.
Yeah.
Giant Bomb spends like 6 hours on this shit.
I mean, we can
can't just,
keep
fucking
going if
flip
you
a
want.
coin.
We're also not Giant Bomb. We don't need a podcast
These
that
guys
long.
are so respectable, dude. I'm looking at their list now.
I'm
Most
not saying
disappointing
that.
Sea of Thieves.
They have
And
like
Red
so
Dead
many
2 is on there
categories.
somehow. Like what?
Well, because they do how we did it, where they have maybes and they throw them off like as they go.
Their best game was also Tetris Effect, which
I've been arguing that should be on here the whole time. And
We already deleted
and
it.
Y'all are
Dead Cells
fine.
was number 2, which I strongly disagree with. But hey, whatever.
See?
All right, let's start ordering them and then come back to this.
All right.
No,
Okay.
just-
All right, let's fucking do it then. Let's fucking do it. I really want to put Florence. I'm not gonna budge.
Like Florence is easy to put on there because it's like, oh, it's like doesn't have any fucking flaws, but it also doesn't like. Does it really
It's
take
also
any
That's
short
like a
fucking
big-
risks? Like
It's
which
on
of those
fucking
games
the
is harder to
phone.
develop?
It's
Also,
a
yeah,
real
being a
game
mobile game
on
is
the
a
phone.
risk in itself.
you
Define
gotta pay
what's
money.
What's the
to buy.
gameplay?
The gameplay, you do text conversations, you pick things up in your apartment to move out after you break up with your boyfriend. There's like all
Okay.
kinds of like interactivity in it.
So the fact that we're saying, oh well, I'm leaning towards Florence because Subnautica has technical issues. Like Subnautica's a fucking
No, that's
open
not
world
why.
game.
The reason I'm picking Florence over Subnautica is because a game like Florence, the fact that we're talking about it at all as a mobile game is pretty fucking incredible.
It wasn't
and it's
even, to be fair, like I heard about it.
You
but,
didn't
like,
play it.
I didn't play it.
I didn't play it because I
So-
hate mobile games.
I tried to
But-
get you to, but you wouldn't.
It's really good.
The fact that I considered playing it, I feel like
It
says
is
a lot for it. And
The best game about a relationship. Just about one. Like, the best. All of the games.
and for a game
Florence
that,
on Steam. If
of
Florence is on
that
Steam,
scope
you
to have
guys-
a narrative that powerful is
It probably
impressive,
is on Steam,
and I
but
think
it's a
it's
mobile game.
It's not on Steam.
Well, it's a mobile
Right
game
here.
anyway.
that to me is the reason it should go in over.
Alright, so you
Subnautica,
guys
is
are
because
arguing
it's-
that because it brought mobile games this like level of clout and it got people really talking
that's
about
good. That sets a higher
Well, I mean-
standard for a mobile
Okay,
game.
you know what
moving
else
forward.
did that? Fucking Pokemon Go. And we're
Alright,
not talking
I mean,
about that game right now.
No, it didn't. It wasn't a good game. Like, it
But
wasn't.
everyone played it.
Just because
Isn't
every-
that what you're
We're
saying?
not. Nobody's
Everybody has-
making the argument that everyone played it either.
Everybody has Facebook on their phone. That's not the game of the year. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're
Like,
saying
and
because
also-
it
no, hold
made
on, hold on.
games on the phone like this, like respect
Because
the more
it's a
respected
good
medium.
game on the phone. And just like
Yes.
you said, Subnautica is a good crafting simulator.
And everybody thinks of mobile games as this crapshoot for your fucking phone that none of them are ever good. So the fact that there are good ones coming out bodes well
Plenty
for
of
mobile
people
gaming
would argue
overall.
that Pokemon Go is good. People still play it.
People,
Like
I
that's
don't
not
know why this matters.
nobody. All right, number one, Pokemon Go is like the worst argument because no one is
Yeah.
like debating whether this Florence is Florence. Just because Florence and Pokemon Go are both on the phone, they could not be different games. Like Monster Hunter World is more like Pokemon Go than Florence.
But I thought that the whole like, well, the fact that we're even talking about it, like because it's on the phone, like that's like that's a point or something. Like that's not.
That is kind of important.
There are
It
other
does
games
that.
that are.
Yes, it does. Just like
So
you
that
said,
could be used as an
Subnautica.
argument for.
Just like you said, Subnautica brought.
Also,
new
you're
life
shitting on
to the
Pokemon
craft.
Go, like whether we think it's a bad game or not. Like
I'm
it
not
was
shitting on
important
it. I
for.
don't think it's a bad game.
No,
Like I don't
Pokemon
understand that
Go's
argument.
not-
Pokemon Go does not have a place in this argument, is what I'm saying.
Pokemon Go's a bad game.
I'm saying
Sure,
that like
it
giving
doesn't
it
have
the
a place
like
here.
giving it like the point that oh it's on the phone and it's good is like not a fucking.
That's important.
You made
Is it,
the
though?
same point for Subnautica is the thing. Like you made the exact same point with a genre. Like it's exactly the same point. You're like it changed. Everybody hates crafting simulators and they're reviled. But
That's
this
not
is the
true at all.
That's
I'm saying
what
they're
you
overdone.
said. That's what you said.
So-
this is the exact same point you made.
But it almost seems like doing something within a genre that's like. How is that even comparable to doing something on like a device that could just as easily like have been done on like a
It couldn't
computer?
have been done on a computer because there's literal like you're like it wouldn't have had the same feel because like you're exchanging text messages and you're doing stuff like you're going through your phone and like checking stuff and like it makes it feel like you're putting yourself into this relationship through the gameplay of it too.
Okay.
Like, so it
And I'm
needs
not.
to.
My only point about Subnautica isn't that it's.
I'm not saying my
a
only point
crafting
about
game.
Florence isn't that it's just on the mobile phone, but like I don't know why it's the mobile phone.
The mobile phone.
mobile phone.
My main point about Florence isn't. I think it's just a great game. I think the fact that it's on the mobile phone, or Jesus Christ, the fact that it's on mobile or on the phone, one or the other, and that it made the waves that it did proves how good a game it is. Because like if it wasn't a good game, people would not have played it. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
Like, you keep saying like make waves and shit, but like, did it really? Like,
It's on like every
make
game of the year
waves?
list. It's on every game of the year list.
I don't. All right.
It is.
I knew nothing about it, and I've heard about it constantly since it came
Like
out.
I don't
from
know what you're talking
multiple
about. It
different
didn't
sources.
make waves. Like you're crazy.
Like I've heard it offhandedly mentioned like a couple of times
I mean, I don't think that's true.
this year.
Why did you go to IGN? Their
Have you
They're
heard any
the
other mobile
biggest
games
fucking
offhandedly
site.
Their
mentioned?
website is terrible.
Let's
Game-
check
I feel like
IGN's
GameSpot
list.
is worse. I mean, why are we going off other people's lists? Like this is
You
dumb.
just fucking said there's a point that
No,
it made
no.
it onto other people's lists.
Because you asked, did anyone ever even notice this game? Like, it's
No, I said
complete-
define
Now-
make waves, and then you defined it as it's on other Game of the Year lists.
No,
well, it's
you
not
said
on
define.
IGN's.
No, that's not. You said define make waves. I feel like I heard about this game once or twice. I'm like, it's on every Game of the Year list. And then you're
And
like,
it-
oh, we're gonna go to every Game of the Year list and check until I find
because
one.
you're wrong.
That's
Because it's
not-
not.
I'm
on
giving this
every Game
another
of the
2
Year
minutes,
list.
and then we're flipping a fucking coin.
That's not on rock paper
You're
shotgun.
wrong about
I'm
that.
not,
It is
dude.
not.
What are you talking
I have
about?
checked 2 of the biggest sites, and it was on
Who?
neither of their
Who?
fucking
Who?
games. IGN and Giant Bomb, and it wasn't on either of them.
All right,
You wanna go
Giant.
check GameSpot?
Yeah, sure. Go check GameSpot.
GameSpot. You just can't be throwing out these fucking anecdotes. I'm gonna check. Like, I
All right,
want
it's
to
not-
know.
it's
I
not
really
on
want to
Ga-
know.
It's not on GameSpot, but like this is a dumb fucking thing. I wasn't trying to
You
say.
brought it up.
You're right. You're right. I said it was on all. I shouldn't have said
Okay.
all. It's on Game of the Year list though. Like Subnautica's not on GameSpot's list either. So should we not say that?
But that wasn't my point about it. It was very underlooked because it's a PC game, and journalists just are fucking blind to those, and they
you
don't
don't
get
think
noticed at all.
mobile games are way less underlooked?
Yeah, that's why it wasn't my point that people notice Subnautica means it's good. That I'm saying that even though it was overlooked, it's a fantastic fucking game, and it deserves a spot on our list
That's
because
the
I
same
played
point
it,
I'm
and
making.
I think it's...
It's exactly the
argument.
same thing I just said for Florence.
That's literally the same
Exactly
argument that we're
the
making
same.
about Florence.
You were saying about Florence that, oh, it got noticed, and that's what makes it important.
That's what you just said about that
No,
it's
you're
not
saying
getting
you didn't
noticed.
make that argument.
What the fuck? I
It's
said
like
I'm
the
not
same argument
making
in the opposite
argument.
direction.
That's almost like having a counterpoint or something. Like, that's not saying the same argument in the opposite direction. I'm saying that despite Subnautica not... It doesn't matter, is what I'm saying, how popular it is or how many people noticed it. I'm saying it's a good game because I played it.
Dude, you
Okay,
brought
then
that
what's
up-
your qualifier? Like, what to you puts Subnautica over Florence?
That... I'm making a case. I'm saying that
Okay, I'm
Florence
asking you,
being-
what-
He talked about that earlier. He had a whole fucking like 5-minute like talk.
I said my whole
But no,
shit.
but what I was
guess,
saying
but-
Sweating.
with the fucking the other thing was like you did say that no one had heard of fucking Florence, and that's why I brought up the other game in the year list. That's why that happened. Is what I wanted to say.
I didn't say nobody has heard of Florence.
It was because you had been saying like it made waves and it was like it
I
like
said, what does
became
that
super
mean?
popular and it was good for mobile gaming and he was
No, you
asking
said
like,
I had
how
only
it
heard- you
was
said
so
I-
popular.
You said I had only heard about it offhandedly.
A handful of times. Yes.
That's like saying you didn't hear about
Because
it.
in response to you guys saying that it's this big phenomenon and it got people talking about mobile games.
In the world of mobile games, sure, it's a
Yeah,
big
I think
phenomenon,
it
but
is.
like,
in the world of PC
We're
games,
gonna
Subnautica's a
all right.
big
So,
phenomenon.
Aaron, you're still voting for Florence,
yeah.
and Cheyenne, you're still voting for Subnautica.
Yeah.
All right, we're flipping a coin, David.
Damn it.
I gotta find a coin.
What if we took another game off of our list?
Red Dead can go, dude, whenever you guys want. Red Dead can get out whenever
Spider-Man
you
can go.
whenever you guys want. Red Dead can
We could
go.
take Fortnite off since it isn't out and put them both on.
I mean,
Since
I'm
it
not
isn't out.
taking Fortnite off. No. We can take Monster Hunter off too, but I don't think you guys want to do that. I'm not
Nah.
gonna fight for that one.
I don't want to do that.
We can take
I
Obra
take
off too.
Spider-Man off.
I really want to settle this argument about Florence, but at the same time,
Florence
I don't want
is
this
like-
to go on for 10
I
hours.
haven't
Florence is
played
good.
it, so it's so hard to argue. The only points I can argue is what I know about it, which
Well,
is
that's what I'm
that
saying about
I-
Subnautica. It's the same situation.
Yeah, so it's almost like these are dumb. This is pointless, and there's.
Well, I just thought
Yeah,
your
We were
argument-
talking
Made the
circles
same
that whole
games,
time.
though.
Like, none of that made any sense.
So what are we doing? Are we flipping a coin?
I'm fucking going OpenCritic about this shit.
I mean, that's
I wanna
stupid. Who
see.
cares? That's like a stupid thing. I really don't care.
I don't think Florence is even on there.
No, it's not.
That makes it even cooler if we put it on
To
our
me,
10.
if you're gonna like boil it down to like which game is better, then like the fact that Subnautica does have technical flaws that you can like bring up in your
Wow, it's
But
almost
it's
like
a
a
bigger
45-minute
game.
fucking phone game is gonna have less flaws because it's easier to polish.
Dude, like you should
that's
play
not-
it because it's really good and you'll think
I'm
it should
gonna
be on
make
the
him
10,
play it
top
after
10
this
list.
I
and
would
see
love
how he
to.
feels about it.
Honestly,
I'm
you
not
shouldn't
saying
make
it's a
him
bad
play it
game.
after this because he's way too heated to enjoy it. Like he will not. He will like
I'm
spite
saying
hate it.
that
100% he will
because
spite hate it.
He will.
that's also like, oh, dude, my 5-minute short film has no plot holes. And Batman does, so my 5-minute short film is better than Christopher Nolan's Batman: The Dark Knight Rises.
Gotta be honest, not the same.
What?
I
It
mean,
is! Because saying that like an open world crafting game made by a small team having flaws is like a point against it when you're fucking 45-minute.
It's. Well,
I'm just saying you
isolated-
have to draw a distinction, some sort of distinction somewhere. Like
Well,
there
what
has
I'm-
to be.
What I'm saying is like I'm not grading them like on a teeter-totter where like one thing makes the other game better and one thing like I'm just saying like individually Subnautica like I wouldn't like based on your own like criteria isn't a perfect game, right? Like
no.
it has mistakes. I don't think Florence like literally has mistakes. I don't think it's the best like most innovative game in the world, but I don't think it has mistakes in it. Like so I want to put it more, like higher because I think it is like a better game.
But I also think that it does less.
But then by that logic, then like I should not want Smash on there because I think World of Light is trash. So I don't know.
That goes back to Aaron's argument: is which one is of more value to
Yeah.
the player. So
What do you mean?
Or
I
to
don't know.
the gaming community, and that's where I drew my distinction. Is I feel like Florence has more value to games as a whole because it's bringing mobile gaming to the front of people's minds, whereas Subnautica not really doing anything that hasn't already been done.
but it is though.
He's not
It's-
saying
it's
from a he's not
only
saying
game
from
of its-
he's not saying from a gameplay perspective. He's saying just from a social like climate perspective. He doesn't feel like Subnautica.
So
is
no
moving the
game
needle
has
the same way.
has been made for mobile in this style.
I mean, that's what I said. The last game that got this much attention was Monument Valley.
So it
No,
is
but when you think mobile
not-
game, you think fucking like Bejeweled or some bullshit
Yeah.
that's like garbage, and then you've got
Downloads on
Florence, which is
mobile?
coming
I think
out and
about-
making people care about mobile games.
no, you don't. When you say mobile game, you don't think of download. Don't lie, David.
When we're in this
think
context
of-
of like games that I
No,
would
but like
play.
if somebody says mobile game, you think Pokemon Go, Candy Crush, and Bejeweled. Like,
Dude,
don't
Diablo
lie.
Immortal is gonna pull the fucking whole genre
No,
up by
it's
its
not. That's going to be a
bootstraps.
transaction.
It's gonna make
shithole.
everybody realize.
Is it a
how
game
good
of service
mobile
though?
games-
Because it has long tail.
It will be.
It actually is a game.
But like now, when I think of mobile games, I literally think of Florence. That is how like ingrained it is, like into being a good mobile.
I wouldn't go that far, but I think it.
I
it-
would.
Yeah, I'm calling
It
bullshit.
bodes well for mobile gaming moving
Dude,
forward.
it's
Like
true.
it means developers are going to look at that and be like, you know what, they did it with Florence. Why don't we make something that's actually fucking cool on mobile?
It's true, man. That's how I feel.
I just don't think that all these developers are like secretly dying to be developing on mobile.
I don't either, but I think mobile gaming is going to become more important as we move forward. And
if
the
you
fact
wanna-
that Florence is setting a precedent of, you know what, you can actually make a good game on mobile,
That
then maybe
people
we'll
will
get
pay
more
for
good
it,
games
'cause
on
they
mobile.
made money off that game too.
Yeah.
I just think that if mobile gaming was really gonna have this kind of traction, it would have already done it.
Dude,
Because
here's
this whole
another
conversation
No.
was happening.
Here's
like,
another aspect that we didn't talk about. The sound designer for Subnautica is
It's
an
problematic.
alt-writer. Is an alt-writer, so like we should
Wow,
talk about
dude,
that.
the whole game should just be thrown out.
I was
They should
just, I
delete
was
it from
making
Steam.
it. It was clearly a joke. Could not have set it up more as a joke.
Aaron had
Could not
yikes face.
have-
I was ready to come out fucking.
Could
swinging.
not have been clearer that it was a joke. Without
Always
saying
face.
this is a joke.
I
first.
have the yikes face on constantly.
All right, let's order the list before we flip a coin. God of War is
God of
number
War's
one.
gotta be at
one
the
of them's
God of
missing.
War is number one, right?
God of War is number one.
We'll just leave a space for it. Or well, isn't it de facto like 9 or 10? Or isn't it de facto 10? Whatever.
What?
Which
we'll
one?
land.
What?
Subnautica or Florence? If we won't get
It
rid of
has
any
to
of
be.
these games for it.
It has.
I
to
would
be.
put Florence above Gris, to be fair.
I mean, they're really close.
I wouldn't.
They're
There,
really
yeah.
close.
Sure.
Like,
All right.
Take Grease off and put them both. on.
No.
No, I'm not taking Gris off. I really like taking.
I hate you people.
I really think it's like overrated, but that's
All right, what are we doing with
You
number
gave
2?
it a 10 out of 10.
I did. I think it's great, but you know what?
Number
It's
2,
great.
I'd like to put Celeste number 2. I'll let anybody else speak though.
I
I would honestly like to put Spider-Man, but I know that has no chance.
think Celeste should be number 2. I agree.
Aaron?
Now we are crafting the most boring game of your list of all time.
For me personally, Red Dead would be number 2, but
Not a
Cheyenne?
chance.
Cheyenne, what should be number 2?
I mean, I would put Grease, but
All right, Celeste.
there's
wins.
no-
Good job, Celeste.
Celeste,
that's fine.
you did it.
All right, number 3. I'm down for Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think it should be
Monster
Spider-Man.
Hunter.
David?
I
Number
haven't-
3,
Yeah.
I just
not Spider-Man.
All right, what is it?
But like you guys clearly have it locked.
Yeah, we
so
spent way
I
too much
just-
time arguing about that because this is gonna be just.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put fucking.
Losses.
You got 2 on. Unless show. I just think not Spider-Man. So unless Cheyenne agrees with me on another game. then
I
You're,
also say not Spider-Man.
All right, I'm down
Why,
to put
though?
Smash then.
Spider-Man at least 3 or 4.
It's at 3. We're trying to put it at 3.
Smash is sub 7, easy.
No, Smash should be 5 or 6.
Fuck
right?
no. Fuck, it's just
I don't like
another
any of
fucking
these
Smash game. No.
If
these
Spider-Man's
other
not
games are
3, I
way
want
more
Red Dead to
important.
be 3.
What?
If Spider-Man isn't 3, then I'm arguing for Red Dead for 3.
Oh, I'll fight hard against that.
I'd put Red Dead over Spider-Man for 3.
Oh, please no, Cheyenne, help me. Cheyenne, I'll take.
I
Any
haven't
game you
played
want.
either of
Cheyenne,
them,
let's
so,
put
like,
let's put Gris at
Spider-Man
3.
is lame.
Let's put
No, she's
Gris
out of
at
the
3.
conversation. It's
Cheyenne,
me,
let's
Aaron
put
versus-
Gris
I
at
played
3.
Red Dead Online.
Cheyenne, don't you want to put Gris at 3?
Yes.
All right, dude, cool. All
If
right.
Gris takes 3, I quit. No,
I don't want to put Gris at 3.
Why?
We can do.
Game is not that good.
I'll
Yes,
do,
it is.
Right here, I'll do Monster Hunter at 3.
I'm fine with Monster Hunter.
I'm not.
Think
like,
about the
Monster
fun.
Hunter's
I
not
would do
that great
Monster
either.
Hunter at 3.
That was a good
now,
ass game.
what you're arguing that Florence did for mobile gaming, Monster Hunter did for that series because that
100%.
series was
no
not.
one is denying that, and that's why it's on the fucking list. Part of the reason it's on the list.
All right.
Okay, fine.
I
Monster
see
Hunter
it.
for 3.
Monster
I feel
Hunter
like-
for 3. I agree.
You can have your fucking
I think
spider
Red Dead
shit
and
at
Smash
4.
are both better
All right,
games.
I
Spider,
disagree.
Spidey at 4.
Whatever.
I'll give you Spider-Man at 4.
All right.
Grease.
Oberdin.
Monster Hunter is above Spider-Man. Dude.
Now we're
I
in
don't like it
Oberdin
either, but
territory.
like I don't like it either, Aaron. But I got Red Dead out of the top 3, so like I'm happy. Red Dead's
This is
so
all
fucking
politics.
trash.
Red Dead is. Nah.
we are in Oberdin territory.
We're in Grease territory.
I
I
would
would
be-
put it at 4.
Oberdin
but-
is so unique.
I would put every
It's so
game
good.
except Red Dead above Overdin, but that's just me. So Aaron, what about you?
I agree. I've never played it, but knowing what Oberdin is, I think it deserves to be pretty high up there.
Okay, do we want to put it at 5?
Um,
I'll
Not
concede
5.
it's 5.
I think if Red Dead is not taking 5, then Smash is my next pick.
Yes, I'll go with Smash at 5. Let's go, and then I'll put Overdin at 6, David.
No.
All right.
I'm gonna
Yes.
stop conceding Red Dead after this, though. Red Dead is next.
All
What
right.
the fuck is Grease going
Oh,
on
that's-
there?
Dude,
Fucking
last,
Grease
dead
at
fucking
10?
last.
Grease at 10.
You're
is,
garbage.
I'm fine with that.
That game
Alright.
is like good, but
Red-
not
I'm gonna
great.
fight for it hard. I'm gonna fight for
Oh,
it hard
fucking-
at like 8.
It's
I
too
think
late.
Grease goes above Red Dead.
I put it above Red Dead.
Yeah.
I
put
could
it
see
above
that
Red
just
Dead.
because from a design standpoint,
All
like
right.
Red Dead's broken
Overdin
in
at 6.
some
Are we cool with
places.
Overdin at 6? We need
I'm
3
cool
people
with
to
that.
say yes.
I don't know anything
Yeah.
about it, so I can't.
We're gonna play it together. I'm just want to watch you play.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Aaron, are you cool with it at 6, or do you really want to fight for Red Dead that bad?
Nah, I can go at 6.
Now the real fight starts. Fortnite, Red Dead, and Gris.
Red Dead.
Grease.
Grease goes above Fortnite and Red Dead.
I want to put
Easy.
Fortnite above all of them, to be honest with you
I
guys.
hate you.
So I'm keeping it just all
I
the
can't
way
believe
100.
Grease is so fucking far down.
Grease
I'll
goes
play-
above those.
It
I'll
goes
play-
above Spider-Man.
I'm definitely putting it above Red Dead.
Yeah.
I just noticed this is Super Smash Bro.
Just the one.
The roster.
Just the one, bro.
The roster.
Oh, did you know the
biggest-
announcer in the game says Smash Brothers?
Oh, really? I don't like
I
that.
don't,
Yeah, I
I don't
think
like
so.
that.
All right, so we put in Gris. I think you kind of got outvoted. I'm gonna be honest with you here.
I did. I lost Red Dead for sure.
I think Grease goes here.
All right, Fortnite or Red Dead?
Fortnite goes above Red Dead.
No.
I want to put it above
It
Red
does
Dead,
not.
so like I'm cool with the two.
Yeah,
You
I
were
think
arguing
Red-
Fortnite shouldn't even be on the
Red
list,
Dead
and
go.
now
I'm
it's
just
above
pissing
Red
you
Dead.
off. Red Dead goes above Fortnite.
I'm putting
Easy.
Red Dead on there. Fortnite at number 9, and then Florence of Subnautica. We're
Just
back
put
here
your
again.
fucking Florence.
Hey.
I'll just.
All right, how about
concede, I
this? Do you want to do this, David? We could put it at number 9, and then Fortnite can be last. But it's still in the best of list, but it's the last one in the best of list. I know you hate Fortnite.
That's fine.
I'm trying to think of a happy middle for you.
Florence is
I'd be
Oh,
okay with
wow.
taking
God,
Fortnite off and
Subnautica's-
putting both those on.
Subnautica's so good.
It's
fun.
It's right here.
I almost agree that
Dang.
Subnautica has too many technical problems to even. I think about it and I'm like.
Like I tried to play it on my PC, but my PC is not like great, so and it ran horribly. But I feel like that's just my computer's not good enough to run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Well, that I don't know. That's like an argument against the game in some cases too, because like if it's not well
Well,
optimized,
poor,
then you need like a supercomputer to run it. Like
yeah,
fucking
there's a
PUBG
little
when it
bit
first
like
launched.
there's a little bit of difference between like your game like actually not running well and like
so
Smash
Tusha.
Smash having a mode that's not good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it
Smash
actually
is pretty high up there
apparently-
for having half the game be trash. But
Subnautica is apparently pretty good on PS4. It has an 81 on Metacritic.
And it's
So if
on
you're
PS4?
interested-
I didn't realize.
Yeah, it is. Just came out
I think that's how Bobby plays it.
really recently.
I thought
No,
somebody
he was
played
playing it
yeah,
on
he played on
PC.
PC.
It came out.
Also,
on
I want to let it be
PS4.
known that like I love Gris. I think it's a good game, but like
No,
I
you
think
don't
it's
love
just good.
You don't love it.
It's just
fine.
good.
If you don't
Come on,
I
like
like,
it,
2
think
weeks
it's
ago.
like top 5 good.
Nah.
my actual
Top
list.
3 good.
My actual list is number 10, Ni no Kuni. Number 9, Mario Tennis. Number 8, Red Strings. Number 7, Florence. Number 6, Overcooked. Number 5, Gris. So I did put a top 5 for Cheyenne. 4, Smash. 3, God of War. 2, Celeste. 1, Spider-Man.
Dusk is in my top 2.
Damn, dude. That hurts that we cut it off so hard.
I'm kind of. There's no.
I
there's
know
no
nothing
argument
about
I
it,
can
so,
make.
like, I
Yeah,
don't
because
really care.
there's nothing I can say that's gonna make anyone.
I
I
really
don't know.
like.
CJ swayed me on Florence. I was with Subnautica until I
Yeah,
heard
no,
his
that was
pitch on
weird.
Florence.
Like, I got Aaron and Cheyenne went with David. It was very weird. I
Subnautica's good, dude.
really wanted to fight for Red Strings Club too, David, but like I didn't see the point
Yeah.
because I knew it
I
was.
I
just-
wanted
this
to
is-
play it, but there's so many things I wanted to play and haven't,
Dusk
or
has,
haven't
like-
finished.
A 91 on Metacritic.
Like I bet. I mean, I don't care what the Metacritic score is. To be totally honest.
I'm just saying people don't.
Yeah, people like fucking all these games that we're talking about.
No, but
wouldn't be
nobody
talking
plays
about,
it.
We're not talking
Because it's
about
on
Fallout
fucking
76.
PC. Dust doesn't get mentioned on like any podcast or anything because everybody's like, oh, I don't PC.
Because
games,
PC
I don't think it's
gaming
because it's a
is for
PC game. I
dorks.
think it's because it's like kind of a niche like
That's-
genre.
I also
I
feel like you're
concede.
listening to like not a lot of podcasts. I feel like most podcast people play PC games.
Yeah.
Split Screen does, but they didn't play Dusk.
Split Screen does. Giant Bomb does.
But would
Uh,
they?
Split Screen, I feel like they kind of would, wouldn't they? They were
They
all hyped
would.
to play PUBG
Really?
last year. I feel like. Yeah.
That's
Doesn't matter.
totally different, I feel like. But I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
I haven't played it,
Unimportant.
so.
Unimportant. I'm gonna read off the list. The list is God of War number 1, Celeste number 2, Monster Hunter World at 3, Spider-Man 4, Smash 5, Obra Dinn 6, Grease 7, Red Dead 8, Florence 9, and Fortnite rounds it off.
We gotta come
Do you
up with a
have-
better system for this because like right now it's just like politics, dude. It's
Oh,
just
it's
like
awesome.
who.
I love it.
Yeah.
I enjoy
Do you
it.
'Cause,
have
like,
our list
this is
from
not a
last
good
year's
list.
Game
Like
of
Monster
the Year?
Hunter
I
should not
have
be
our
number 3.
list from last
Yes, it
year.
should.
I don't have our list from last year.
No.
But I'm gonna look
I feel like
it
that'd
up.
be interesting to
I'm
see
gonna
if
look
we
it up.
still.
I gotta look it up. Oh.
I think fucking Gris should be. I like Monster Hunter, but I don't think it should be number 3.
I didn't want to put it at number 3, but like that was my way to keep Red Dead out of the top 3, dude. I hated Red Dead.
I'd rather have Red Dead up there than Monster
Red
Hunter.
Dead, dude. In 10 years, everybody's gonna look at Red Dead like GTA 4. I 100% fucking believe that.
It's just like kind of a technical pile of shit, but like, man, narratively that game was incredible.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did enjoy the narrative of it when I was playing it, but I hated actually playing the game so much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hated the menus. I bitched about it a lot when I first started playing it.
Yeah, I remember.
But I loved the game so much that it was like easy to look past it.
All right, so our top 10 list last year. I really hope I wrote it in the description.
Let's see if we were right.
I know for sure Hollow Knight was on there. For sure, last
Yeah.
year I got shut out and like you guys took me down. Like, good for you because no one talked about it. I still really like this game. It's fucking Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh my god.
But that did not go
That's
down as
not
the classic.
Game of the Year worthy.
I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
I really like that game though. But I'm very willing to admit my mistakes, my wrongs, David. Just like you'll be
My
wrong.
Monster Hunter World is a great game that is only going to get better next year.
But
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Are any of you
patch, or
gonna
that
play it?
DLC?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna get back into it hopefully pretty soon.
All right, I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm just bad at it. I can
Why am
only
I
use like
saying
one of
that?
the
G rank is literally every monster has new moves and they all one shot
Oh
you.
god.
Yeah, I won't be playing that because I can't. I'm not.
That's
good
gonna
at
be
that.
the
I can't
expansion.
either.
It's G rank, baby. That's how it works. Then you get new armors and everything. It's awesome.
Ugh.
That's really
the,
cool.
the
looking shit.
fucking killing something with like a cool move in that game is so satisfying. It feels so fucking good.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Big meaty hits.
Nah, I fight with the daggers, dude. I just slice them up.
That's who I use. Great sword only. I like big swings. I don't need this anymore.
We did it on a
Like
whiteboard
Speedy
last
Boys.
year, which not.
Yeah, we did. It was great.
So I figured like you could probably
Get the
find
fuck outta here.
Yeah.
in the video.
I was
Oh,
like,
God,
I didn't
no.
say it, but I was thinking I wish I had a whiteboard. That's why I need to be able to see it to like know.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I brought that. David
Yeah.
doesn't have a beard like at all in this thing. It looks like he's really young.
Yeah, that's how I reverse age myself. So when I start looking a little older, I'll just shave it off, and I'll be like, "Whoa,
Who's that
he
baby?
lost 3 years."
I can't fucking like. I have to actually listen to the clip to be able.
I can't let any facial hair come in, or I just look like I'm gonna fucking murder everyone that I see.
I do believe that
Me
it
too.
was the game of... What did we vote for game of the year? I don't even remember.
What came out last year?
What could our game of the year... Was it Horizon? I don't think it was Horizon.
No, it wasn't Horizon at all. It was.
No, I think you guys all did pick Horizon, actually.
I'm
we?
down for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I'm not here for that.
Oh,
Another
no,
game, hot
no,
take,
it
I
wasn't.
think is
Game's fucking
overrated.
good.
All right, I know. I just, for whatever reason, I looked at the thumbnail and immediately knew all the games. So it was. I don't know the order, but I know it was game of the year.
Well,
and
look
I
at the
know-
order. I want to see.
I can't look at. I just memorized.
I'm
it,
sure you guys all
in
picked
my
Horizon.
head. It all just happened.
It's in the video. Pull up
I
our video.
can't. No,
He
but
was.
it's just a video. Like I can't like.
It's not
just-
the description?
We're saying it. Like I can't like listen.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
we
Well, you
whole
don't
fucking
hold up the
document.
clipboard or the
No,
whiteboard and go look at them.
No.
Oh, all right. All right.
So hold on, let me write it out to see if I have 10. 'Cause I know for sure like some of them, like just off the top, I can just write it on my.
Yeah,
computer.
Horizon was definitely.
Horizon
for
was
me.
on there. The game of the year. Do you guys, or you want me to say that to the end? Can anybody guess the game of the year last year that we
I
said?
think
What
I thought
came
everybody
out
picked
last
Horizon.
year?
The game of the year was Mario Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good
And then Zelda was on
Oh yeah,
there.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
Fucking Hollow Knight was on there.
Did we get Lost
I do remember
Legacy
that because
on
I
there?
remember I argued
I
hard
wanted
that
it on
fucking
there.
Breath of the Wild should have won.
We
You
did
guys
not
suck.
put
Fuck y'all.
Lost Legacy. I remember. Divinity Original Sin 2 was on there. Fortnite was on there.
We fought. You guys fought hard for Divinity on that too. I remember that. Now.
Freaking
I did.
good.
Well, no, you were there.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
Yeah, of course.
forgot.
Fortnite was on there. PUBG was on there.
Really?
God, what a mess.
Yeah, I don't know how that.
Both
went.
of
I,
them?
How the
I
fuck
fought.
did
I fought
PUBG?
for that. I fought for that hard.
You
Yeah.
suck.
I was wrong about that, man. So that's 7. There must have been 3 more that I can't remember. That must have been last year's good games.
I don't remember.
Maybe
No
we put
idea.
maybe we put Doki Doki on there. Maybe we didn't.
I could have sworn
We might
Horizon
have,
was higher.
like, at
than
the
that.
bottom.
we definitely didn't because I remember I was.
Hey, remember how many people talk about Doki Doki nowadays? Oh, yeah.
That game was so good, but who cares when people talk about a game nowadays? Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed
If
it.
you had played Undertale, you would have been like, "Oh, this is just I've already seen all this shit before."
I enjoyed it.
If you had played Florence, you would have been a lot more excited to put it on the list.
Maybe didn't play it.
Says someone who didn't play Florence.
Definitely would. That was funny that I turned you. I feel good that I turned you, Aaron.
You made a good argument. I started thinking about like what the fact that it's a mobile game, and I was like, oh, that is kind of cool.
So anyway, those.
Not that your argument was bad, David.
like,
Like
I didn't
I
see the list, but I can't really tell what's
I
on.
made the mistake of saying that it has flaws, and everybody was like, "Oh wait, it does." Fuck that game. It's like, God damn it.
Can't have flaws.
I knew
in
I
it.
was like when I
Well,
was saying,
Florence
like, "Oh, being
doesn't
honest
have
is gonna
flaws.
bite me in the ass."
And when we're talking about games we haven't played, like I have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's fine. Subnautica, I think I romanticize a little bit. If I went back and played it now, I'd
I
be
mean-
like,
It was fun.
it was. And we remember why we
That's-
stopped playing it?
No.
Because a big fucking
you're a
monster
big baby?
spawned right in front of me, and I got really mad and turned the game off and never played it again.
You're a
Sounds
big
great.
baby.
That's what fucking happened.
Do-
One of those
do we-
big boys spawned
we probably
in
put-
front of me.
Resident Evil on the list last year, I would assume. Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah.
We probably put
Maybe.
that on the list. I don't know.
Probably.
And we
I would've.
we probably put Neo on the list too.
Oh yeah, I think we might.
Or not Neo.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah, Neo. No,
Yes.
Nier.
What is the thumbnail for that
Oh.
video?
Oh yeah. Well.
The thumbnail is it has a picture of PUBG, Breath of the Wild, and Horizon on it. But you can't like read it at all.
No, I was hoping that we put it in the description. I'm guessing
We didn't. We didn't. Yeah, I already looked. We might have put Hellblade on the list.
Fools.
We might have.
Hell,
Put,
it was definitely on the list because I fought for that one.
I really like that game. We didn't put Night in the Woods, but I really like that game.
We still haven't played that.
It's really good.
I know.
wish it was voice acted. That is its fault. We probably put Cuphead on the list.
Oh, Cuphead
yeah.
better have been on there,
We
yeah.
definitely put Edith Finch on the list. I feel like
I did not like that game.
that game was awesome. You're trash,
I
bro.
didn't like it.
We put
You guys remember we used to stream a bunch of stuff?
we put Persona 5 on
Yeah,
the
man.
list for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Maybe-
I
may-
freaking
Resident
hope
Evil-
so.
All right, so P5 is definitely on the list. What other game did I say?
Resident Evil was not on there. There's no
Resident Evil definitely
Maybe
was on
not.
there. Wolfenstein was definitely on there. I was hard for Wolfenstein.
That game is
I
so meh. in
You're
hindsight.
trash, dude. That game is so good.
The first one was better.
Not even remotely close. You were just
Yeah.
like, I think
The
you
second one has way too much narrative bullshit.
the
The
gunplay
pacing's
is like
all fucked.
the gunplay is
Yeah.
like infinitely better in 2 though.
Pacing's all fucked. Nah.
I
Too many cutscenes.
hardcore disagree with you, but
You can't replay it. It's too much fucking shit.
I mean, just because you can't replay something doesn't mean it's not a good
Oh, dude, the cold open for this video is real good. Remember we used to do that?
Yeah. What do you
Everyone's
mean?
podcast used
Just
to be
because
good.
a game isn't replayable, it's like not that good.
A game where it's a fast-paced arena-inspired shooter where the whole
I
point
wouldn't
is
call
the gameplay.
Wolfenstein a Wolfen. I definitely wouldn't say the whole point of Wolfenstein is the gameplay. Maybe in your warped perception where you're playing it from fucking 1988.
Or it's made by fucking. It's made on Intech and shit.
It's
like,
not
those
made by
games are
Intech.
all-
It's made by Machine Games. It's just.
I said the
engine it runs
fucking
on.
engine, you
No,
mongoloid.
you said it's made by Midtech. Intech.
Fuck.
Also, yeah, that's
Intech
like
is not a
okay.
developer. It's a fucking.
You said
engine.
it. I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna fight it. Never mind.
I said made by, and then I was like, wait, it's on.
Yeah, so you said
Intech.
made by. That's the exact fucking point I was making.
It's made by Machine Games. I know who the fuck made it.
I know you do. No, forget it. Doesn't matter. Emily is away. She's been on our list last year.
No, it shouldn't.
That was a really good game. We disagree so much with the kind of games we like. 'Cause
Yeah.
you like Bejeweled for fucking on console, where it's never
Yeah.
ending, and I enjoy games that end.
What Bejeweled? Who likes Bejeweled on
Tetris
console?
Effect, I believe.
I was making fun of you.
I'm pure like gameplay is king, man. That's how I feel.
Hard.
Story,
Then
characters.
fucking why is Red Dead on this fucking list?
Because I thought that its systems were good enough that it
Oh, it's so good.
deserves
I
a
hate
spot,
it.
and the story was really good, and
Alright, I
good
know-
enough to make me pause and be like, wait, maybe that is a good enough reason to keep playing this, even though it's kind of annoying to play.
Fair enough. All right, this was a fun game of the year list, huh?
Was it?
As
We're up to an
always.
hour and a half, man.
An hour and a half, yeah, it was fun. David and I got into a nice the Florence Subnautica.
That was
argument.
too
That's-
much.
That's
Yeah.
kind of that's the record books, dude. Tell
Nothing will
us-
beat
What was
the
the
Far
what were we
Cry.
arguing about when you were fucking cutting him off, or somebody was cutting you off? And
I don't remember.
I don't remember that. I feel like that was
Florence?
like
I don't
before the Florence thing even happened.
that was like
so
something
many-
actually pointless that we were arguing about.
Oh, the games
About
of
games
service.
of service.
delivery.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
the games of service thing. That was fun. Well, this was a bet at good podcast. I feel like good way to end the year.
Nothing like a good fight, a good kerfuffle on the Game of the Year podcast.
Dude, Wolfenstein 2 was so good. You're so trash, dude. Fuck you.
I soured on it a lot.
Oh my
thinking back.
god, you're so fucking trash.
Sorry.
But I can't. I don't understand. Also, Prey was really good last year. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm at a Game of the Year list from last year. This has been the Current Game Podcast, episode 81. My name is Charles Blage. You can find me on Twitter at CharlesTuba. Aaron, where can the people find you?
At Aaron M Weeks on Twitter.
And Instagram, right?
Nope.
Oh, not that anymore.
Not anymore.
I'm gonna keep making
That
this
got
joke.
hacked.
Cheyenne, where can the people find you?
I am at Poop Flowers on Twitter.
Julio, and then last but not least, David, where can the people find you?
My guy Dave on Twitter.
Cool. This has been Current Game Podcast, episode 81, and this has been it for 2018. Peace.